passion for local sports in the afternoon. It's the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Kyle Draper on your radio at 11:40 a.m.
Streaming audio at SacktownSports.com and the Sacktown Sports app.
You can also watch the show on YouTube at Sacktown Sports 1140. Here are the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Kyle Draper.
It's Friday, obviously. We got the NBA Finals to talk about. We got a guest fest today with 3 guests and counting. But first things first. Drapes, how was a double dip? I'm afraid to ask how the knees are doing today.
Dude, I'm in pain right now. I'm struggling right now. I'm,
Well, someone is amused by your plight. I'll just tell you.
That's awful. I'm not laughing.
Simone, we're 8 seconds into the show and you already laughing at me?
You were saying I'm in pain.
You were in so much pain. You had such a lovely disposition a few moments ago here in the control room. I didn't even know you were struggling, big dog.
Because I play hurt. I don't, I don't let it know. But Whitey, he asked me a question. I'm going to answer it honestly. Let me say this. Here's the problem with the knees, and I'll tell you about the games coming up in a minute. I'm okay when I'm sitting down. I'm okay when I'm standing up. I'm not okay when I have to stand up or sit down. Like the transition is where, I'm
think
struggling.
You got a torn meniscus. I really do.
What, you stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last week or something?
I've been to a hospital.
WebMD over here? You've been Googling things?
I haven't stayed in one once for a while. Yeah, that's my diagnosis.
You might be right, man.
I hope not. I hope you're fine.
Something's going on right there. I mean, it's swollen right here.
Yeah, it's swollen. There's something wrong.
It's swollen up on this left side, like in a meniscus is.
Yeah.
But, dude, I'm battling for a playoff spot, Whitey.
How'd that go?
Not good. We lost both.
I'm sorry.
We lost both games.
Still in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, but we're in the play-in, so not technically. We're in the play-in. Yeah. So there's 5 teams, but only 4 make the actual. So we got to play the 4 or 5 matchup to advance to the winner's bracket, if you will.
And how'd you do?
Let me,
You're hurt for one thing.
I'm hurt. No, so I'll be honest with you. I figured something out about my game these last few weeks. When I first started playing in the Lifetime Folsom League, great guys, I was trying to live up to you guys' expectation. You, Simone, Jay, and I said, and I got myself out of my game. It's like a young player, a rookie that's trying to prove himself. So he going to jack up shots. But that's not my game.
Right.
I'm not a 40-point-per-game scorer. I'm more Magic Johnson, not Kobe or Michael.
I would just say I had 0 expectations until somebody started telling me how good he was. But that's, as far as my expectations, I didn't have any until I heard.
So first game, because here's the problem with pickup, and you guys know this. You guys seen it. Everybody and their mom think they can shoot.
Right.
Everybody and their mom think. So you can't have a team of 5 scorers out there.
Nobody wants to pass the ball. Got to move the ball.
Exactly. And so I was playing the perfect floor game in game 1 yesterday.
Bless you.
I only took 4 shots in the first game. I was making an extra pass.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You were making your teammates better.
Whitey, you've coached basketball. We've all heard the saying. Pass up a good shot for a great shot. That's exactly what I was doing. So I was 2 for 4 in that first game, 50%.
Right.
I'll take that.
Right.
I think we lost 70-58, close game, but we just. And then the second game,
your advanced numbers were very strong.
Exactly. My per 36 and all that. It was
usage
my
rate,
effective field goal percentage. it was pretty good. Then the second game, a little more of the same, but I took a few more shots. 11 points in the second game. We still lost, though. It was a close game, 80-72 or something like that. 11 points in the second game. But I realized what I was doing those first few weeks when I was 2 of 11, I was just forcing.
Right.
Now it's like I'm letting the game come to me. I can't wait till the stat sheet, the box scores come out, because your boy was crashing the boards, too. I probably had about 8 rebounds, 6 assists. It was a good floor game for me.
I got to tell you what impresses the heck out of me. Is that first game, you're facilitating. Second game, the team's worn down a little bit.
Yeah.
And you recognize, they need more scoring from me. For the good of the team.
That's that basketball IQ I've been telling you about.
Yeah,
Whitey.
exactly.
I don't just talk basketball. I live it, And
the Einstein of the hardwood right there.
But you know how it is. being around the Sacramento Kings. Some nights is Keegan Murray's nights. Some nights is Malik. That's how it is with my team. That's how I would like. In that second game, it was more of my time. I'm telling you, I'm like Richard Hamilton from the mid-range, deadly big fella. So I've cut down on my threes attempted.
Okay.
More mid-range and layups.
All right.
High percentage shots for me.
Yeah. Didn't go your way, but still got a play-in to look forward to.
Still got a play. I don't know if I'm going to make it, though. It's it's Tuesday at 8:30. Got to work here. Wednesday, I'm going to Mexico. 6 a.m. flight.
Timeout?
Yeah.
20?
Yeah.
So yesterday, you left work to go play. You actually left work, but you got a game next week at 8:30. It's like, I don't know if I can make it.
Well, let me clarify. I didn't leave work. I went to gather content. That's what I went to gather content for our show today. That's what I did.
I see. So you were working.
I was technically working. I was gathering content.
That's my mistake.
But I got to pack. I got the kids. Like, it's a big trip to Mexico next week.
Yeah.
So
I certainly understand that.
And I'll be honest with you. I was worried. I'm like, Kyle, don't hurt yourself before your big trip.
Right.
You don't want to break a bone, ACL or something.
No.
I need to get to Wednesday feeling good and healthy because we got a big trip coming up.
Good. Now, I also want to ask Simone about something she just said with Styles and Watkins, because you said, Simone, you're going to play slosh ball this weekend?
What is that? I don't even know what is that.
Oh, I want to make sure, because I think I saw people playing that once at Golden Gate Park.
Yep.
And
that's
it's
where I'm going.
Most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Yep. So basically, you can have it is kickball with adult beverages if you partake. So basically, you'll have to have you start with an adult beverage or a beverage in your hand, and then you are trying to still play kickball.
Yeah. And is there a keg at second base?
There is a keg.
And you have to hold a solo cup?
So you'll hold your solo cup. You'll kick your ball. You'll run. Hopefully get to first, no problems. You're safe. And then you are going. When you get to second base, you'll have to refill your cup and get home.
I saw.
You've seen that
a couple
before?
Years ago, a day after my daughter got married, and I think it was actually 4th of July. And so we had we were at Golden Gate Park, and they had the 5th of July maybe. So they were playing. We were in the park having a picnic, and we're just watching. What are those guys doing? We start watching. It was incredible.
Really,
on ESPN.
Really challenging.
I would watch all
I never even heard of
and
that
trying
before.
to catch with one hand and your beverage. And
so you got the beer in the hand or
your
drink
up their shortstop. He dropped the ball.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. It is bouncing off of my chest. The beverage is flying everywhere. I am on my back. It's crazy.
You're playing
so much fun.
That's coming
on
up
Saturday. So pray for my knees too.
Okay.
We're gonna get an
icy hot also.
before it's all
I know, right?
Do you know? I don't know the rule here, and it doesn't matter. But I'm curious. So if I'm on first and somebody hits one and it's extra bases, if I get second, I gotta fill up. Then I can still run. Or do I have to stop at second?
You have to fill up.
But I'd have to fill up in a real hurry.
So you're running with everything with
beverage.
The cup, everything has the.
Yep.
You're not catching with the cup.
Yes, you are.
That's what makes it so
I'm saying. And I don't catch them because it's a big rubber ball. It flies at you. Everything spills. You're on your back anyways, or you're diving for it. I'll send you guys. We'll get some content too.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to get
just
some
leave
nice
work
video.
early and get some content. Right?
So we're having our picnic, and then by the third inning of this game, we're all watching. And you know me, I'm going, oh, that guy sucks.
Right.
Watch, she won't get a hit. And we're picking players. Oh, she's pretty good. Let's see how she does.
Yep.
Let me ask you guys, what's more important? Making sure you don't spill and preserve your beverage, or actually completing the play?
I've never played. I've only watched. So
you know what I mean, Simone?
I mean, I would say complete the play is more important.
Okay.
We're here to win.
All right.
But, the
beverage
beverages,
be damned, right? Okay.
That's just
it's
an
amazing
extra.
to see. It looks like the simplest little pop-up, and then someone comes over, but you only have the one
You got
hand.
the one hand with
Crazy things happen.
That's pretty sweet. Okay. Okay.
I look forward to it. Thank you so much. Let me have a few moments to explain my favorite
Well,
sport.
thank you for explaining, and happy birthday to your brother, who's how old now?
34.
34. What's his name?
Lawrence.
Happy birthday,
Lawrence.
That's
L
very
Dog.
It's going to be a fun party. We're going to come right back with a look at what was not a very fun party for the Dallas Mavericks. Next, Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead. Outstanding ball movement by Sacramento.
Every triple, every jam, every Kings win.
Sabonis with the jam over the Joker. He's got the three-point shot.
Get your Kings fix all season long.
Right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings.
Here's a steal by Fox, a breakaway. He's got the rip with the left hand.
Sacktown Sports at sacktownsports.com.
I remember as if it were yesterday. I reached down to move a nightstand and was astonished at the weight of the piece. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa with a word about Naturewood Home Furnishings. At that moment, I instantly recognized the difference between Naturewood's quality furniture that will last a lifetime versus lesser quality furniture found elsewhere. Now, I suppose there's a huge difference in what you'd put in your first apartment and what you would live with in the comfort of your own home. Right now, Naturewood Home Furnishings Made in USA sale is a great time to fill your home with solid, superior quality furniture to reflect your own love for life. With brands like Sam Moore, Stanton, Stickley, Hilltop Hickory, Simply Amish, and many more, Naturewood Home Furnishings has tables, chairs, couches, and, yes, nightstands, and more at their Made in USA sale. Find furniture that will be with you forever. Naturewood Home Furnishings, off Highway 50 at Hazel. Look for the water wheel.
Sacktown Sports.
Check us out on YouTube. Search Sacktown Sports and subscribe.
Oh, we got Imran in here. Well, Imran's going to be in here at 5. We got Emil in here. Pardon me. And Emil is
got to rip some tags.
Some cards. Good luck.
Dude, you got if you get something good, you got to let us know. You can interrupt us on the show, okay? All right. He gave us the nod sign.
I think the last time I opened cards, I got a numbered to 50 Jason Tatum. So I wonder if the value went up last night.
Nice.
He didn't have a great game.
He didn't have a great game.
But that was the thing, right? Boston is so much more. They appeared to be a lot deeper. And then last night, it was all about the defense, was it not?
Let me start off before we have this discussion. In full disclosure, Whitey, because, I keep it real here on this show. Today is going to be a box score day for Kyle Draper when it comes. I didn't get to watch, big fella. I was playing. I'd rather play ball than watch.
Sure.
And I didn't get a chance to see the replay. I'll tell you, I'm rarely just sitting down for an hour or two. So I'm box scoring this one today.
Okay.
Simone.
I just can't believe what I'm hearing.
I know.
From you,
let me pull up the game book.
I'm trying not to let my jaw hit the counter here and just.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
I know.
Box scores.
I'm doing the box score version.
You remember how to read them, right?
Yeah, a little plus minus, right?
Yeah, plus minus on the other column. Yeah.
I mean, I was following on my phone. I'm keeping track of the score, and I saw the highlights, obviously, but I did not break down the film and actually watch the game or anything like that. So let's have this discussion, though. Remember yesterday, Whitey, I said game one would show me what kind of mindset the Celtics had. Who are they?
Mm-hmm.
And based on the way they started that game and then ended that game, they mean business. And it's only one game, and I'm not going to overreact and say the series is over or anything like that, but it's going to be hard for Dallas to beat these guys. The Celtics are locked in right now.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, the way Boston attacked Dallas's defense, they basically neutralized the defense that's been the engine for so much of Dallas's success, because Dallas's defense excels at protecting the rim. Boston driving, kicking, they're making threes last night. What was it? 39 of 82, so 47.6%. If Boston shoots like that, this will be a quick series. That's awfully tough to maintain, but I think that was the key to the game. Is Dallas's defense was just shattered last night.
Yeah, it was shattered.
What do we got?
You got something? You pulled something good? Let me see what we got here. Ooh, a Steph Curry Select Certified. What? I can't.
Is it numbered?
Yeah. 4 of, is that 99, Emil? I can't read that.
We get that because it's on our show.
We get to keep that? Okay.
Yeah,
thank you, sir. That's pretty sweet.
Little known rule.
Pretty sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, Emil.
Damn, he's pulling cards like that. Stick around. We got to get our boy Imran on here to
wow, that is amazing.
Tell us how much that is. I know.
Very nice.
All right.
Yeah. If we don't sell it before.
Whitey really is keeping that thing.
Yeah.
He's like, let's leave that right there. But no, you're when you talk about rim protection, I felt like, based on what I've seen and heard and everything, their bigs, talking about Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford, they had little to no impact. And that was something you talked about yesterday and leading up to the series. When you got a guy like Kristaps Porzingis and the way the Celtics play, they're drive and kick. They're not drive and finish.
Right.
They're not looking to, try and finish over a shot blocker. They understand the shot blocker is going to come over, make the extra pass. And they had 16 threes, 7 in the first quarter, I think it was. And how about Dallas? Only 7 threes all game. Yeah. Like, you can't win in the NBA when you get outshot 16-7 from 3-point range.
Yeah, some of that is just, hey, one team made their shots, the other team didn't.
Yeah.
But a lot of it also is the way Boston forced Dallas away from the type of threes they like to take.
Yeah.
They lead the league in corner threes, and Boston didn't let them take it.
Right.
And you said something yesterday that rang true last night. If Porzingis has a better series than Kyrie, this thing is over.
Exactly.
And you said yesterday, Luka might get his, but Kyrie is going to be one of the keys. And last night, he won very good.
He wasn't very good, and he missed some open shots. He talked about that post-game. But the thing that, Kyrie struggles with is length and athleticism on the perimeter and at the rim, too. He's one of the best finishers around the rim. But the way you saw Jaylen Brown reject him at the rim, like, the Celtics make life difficult. And so I do expect Kyrie to be better. He missed some open threes that he normally hits, but this is a tough matchup for him, man.
I got to tell you something. I would never say this on the air.
Okay.
Because I think it's wrong.
You want to turn your mic off or no? You want to keep it on?
I'll keep it on.
All right. What you got?
Sometimes I watch the Celtics, and sometimes I think Jaylen Brown is better than Jason Tatum. I don't think, like I said, I would never say that on the air, but sometimes I watch him, and Jaylen Brown is really good. That's all. Sometimes
no doubt about it.
Sometimes he's a little more aggressive than Tatum.
I
know he doesn't do as much for them overall.
See, but Whitey, I schooled you in the first segment. In my pickup game, I can go get 20 to 25.
Right.
But the team needs me to be more of a facilitator.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Jason Tatum knows he can score anytime he wants. So Tatum, what we're seeing all this playoffs really is his B game. He's just coasting right now. He's not going hard. He's not going after it. The thing about Jaylen Brown, and this is why I wanted him on our team a couple years ago, when trade talks were, could you get Jaylen Brown or Marcus Smart? Jaylen Brown would be perfect for the Sacramento Kings because every night he plays, he's looking to make a statement. Every possession, he plays with force. And, to your point, his numbers will look better. Sometimes his impact will look better. But I feel like Tatum is at that point now where he doesn't feel like he needs to prove anything. He's just coasting right now.
Yeah, it's the first time I've been schooled by a guy who didn't watch the game. By
You like that. But I've seen the Celtics thousands of times.
I know you have. That's why I said I would never say that on the air. Shaq last night said something that was kind of interesting because Kenny Smith said, with Boston, they've got their 2 main guys. And he also said, Porzingis might be like their 5th best player. And he said, who else in the league has a guy like Porzingis as their 5th best player? But he said, with Boston, you got your 2 main guys. And he said, they don't need to play well for them to win. And Shaq said, no, kid, you can't rely on the others. So it was kind of a philosophical thing. But it's an interesting point that I think has a lot of truth to it. Boston is just so deep, they don't rely as much on their 2 main guys sometimes.
Right.
They don't have to.
And they can survive a subpar game from Tatum.
Yes.
A subpar game because from Brown. And here's the thing. When you look at Boston, they have 6 or 7 guys that on any given night can get you 20. Let's not forget, Drew Holiday was the 2nd best player on the Milwaukee Bucks. Now he's a glorified role player. Mm-hmm. But when Drew is called upon, he can step it up. And I think what you're seeing from the Celtics, they have finally mastered how to play as a team. It's not as much ISO ball. It's not as much your turn, JB, my turn, Jason Tatum. It's I'm going to make the extra pass. I feel like, honestly, when I look at it, the acquisition of Porzingis, Drew Holiday, great. But Jason Tatum is the guy I think that makes it all go because he is good enough to take 25 shots a game. He's good enough to go ISO ball. But his decision and his, thought process has changed over recent years. And this is one of the issues I've had with some great players like Allen Iverson. I always felt like Allen Iverson felt the best way to beat a team is for him to score. I thought early in Jason Tatum's career, he felt the same. Now he's seeing he can impact the game the other ways. He doesn't always have to go out there and get 30 to 35.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a collision here, a contest between a clash of two philosophies. You know, Dallas is built mainly to go through Luka, and it's not because, as we were saying yesterday, this is something I've had to work through with my feelings for Luka. It's not that he's just not going to pass the ball. He's a good passer, but the way it's set up, their best chance to win is for him to have the ball most often, to go through him. Whereas Boston, more democratic. Last night, Brown 22, Tatum 16, Horford 10, Derek White 15, Drew Holiday 12, Porzingis 20.
Yeah, six
so when
guys
a team is able
double
to do
figures.
that, they're awfully hard to guard. There's too many guys you got to worry about.
Yeah, you're right, man. And the thing about Dallas, everything they get comes off of Kyrie and Luka. Those guys set up the PJ Washingtons, the Derek Jones, the Daniel Gaffords. When you look at the Celtics, I'm looking at some of the numbers. Drew Holiday, 5 assists. Derek White, 5 assists. Jason Tatum, 5 assists. They got multiple guys that can beat their man and create for others. Dallas only has 2 guys that can do that.
Do you think the Kings might be better if sometimes they were more De'Aaron Fox-centric? I'd have to look at the numbers. I meant to do that, check his usage rate. His usage rate is pretty high.
It's pretty high.
But talking about the two philosophies, sometimes the Kings play great when they have a balanced attack. Do you think sometimes maybe they need to just, De'Aaron, get yours, that gives us our best chance to win?
I think, and we talked about this about a month ago, I think the Kings could be best served if De'Aaron had the ball in his hands a lot more. Give me some two-man game. Let De'Aaron put pressure on the defense. You know, we've talked with Jay about this, and we haven't seen De'Aaron's assist numbers, off the roof or anything like that. But I think he has the ability to not only score but also create. But in this offense, he's not asked to create, really.
Right.
He's asked to get buckets. And so I do think having the ball in his hands more and playing less through Sabonis might be a good thing for this Kings team.
I thought at times last year, especially, and De'Aaron the year before when he would take over fourth quarters, he did some of that. Last year it was De'Aaron and Malik. At times they tended to dominate the offense late in games. It didn't always work, though.
No, it didn't. This past season.
Yes, right.
Yeah, and I thought that was the difference between last year and this past season. It's like last year, every close game, every tight game down the stretch, our guys made the plays. De'Aaron made the shot. They didn't turn the ball over. Now it seemed like this year, when the game got close, they turned it over. It sped up on them. It seemed like they were, jittery a little bit, tight in the pants, whatever you want to call it. And I thought that was the difference between this year, 46 wins, and the previous year's 48.
Did you say tight in the pants?
Yeah, tight in the pants. I don't know. How it is. It's whatever comes to my hair, Whitey.
I gotcha.
Is this series over, though, real quick?
I think it is, Dallas is going to have their moments. I was already picking a 6-game series. I said 5.5 games.
You still sticking with that? Dallas will get 1, maybe 2, you think?
Yeah, that's what I think.
But the Celtics will win the title.
And I know Dallas is capable of playing much better than that. But from the standpoint of someone who wants to see Dallas do well, tell me what bright spots there were or what's encouraging about their current situation.
I thought offensively, and I'll have to pull up the actual numbers, but listening to the guys afterwards, I did hear the post-game press conferences. They feel like they missed a lot of shots, a lot of good looks. And let's not forget, they did close it to with 8-8 in the second half. And if you look at the box score, and I know it's hard to do this, Whitey, if you throw away the first quarter, the Mavs actually outplayed the Celtics by 1, I believe it was. So, and I'm just thinking from a Mavs point of view, if I'm Jason Kidd, if I'm those guys, man, you can't get outscored 37-20 in the first quarter. That's hard to come back from. Second quarter, you get outscored by 4. Third quarter, you outscore them by 1. Fourth quarter, you outscore them by 2. So you played them evenly the final 3 quarters. It's just that first quarter. So that's the mindset I'm taking if I'm Dallas. That's the spin.
You know why I don't think that holds as much water as it appears to? is because, and it's factually true. There's
Right.
still, you're right. That's what happened. The fact that Dallas cut it down to 8, and then Boston still said, all right, here we go.
They took off again on
the
them.
gas again.
Yeah. And I also think, too, when you look at the Celtics, at times they do play down to the competition, or they do, lose a game they shouldn't lose. And so I think they were geeked up. They were ready for game 1. But this Celtics team historically, and even this playoffs, has been sort of Jekyll and Hyde. We saw it last series against Indiana. Like, Indiana had a chance to win 3 of the 4 games. And so I'm not going to overreact to the Celtics juggernaut in game 1.
Mm-hmm.
Could it continue? Yes, but I'm still not 100% sold that, Dallas can't get 2 or 3 in this one.
Charles Barkley was really upset at the ESPN broadcast last night. We will tell you why when we come back. Drive Guys, Sacktown Sports. Happy Friday.
Subscribe to Sacktown Sports on YouTube and watch the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Stiles and Watkins, and the Drive Guys. Live Monday through Friday from 6 to 6. Plus view archive shows and exclusive content.
Subscribe at youtube.com/Sacktown Sports.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
What do you do about car trouble? Call Dad? Why not give him a break this Father's Day and visit AutoZone instead? If it's a battery problem, AutoZone has free battery testing and charging, and battery options as low as $89.99. And right now, you can save at the AutoZone Father's Day sale through June 16th. Give Dad a break and maybe get him something too at AutoZone.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. It's Jennifer Coolidge. Hi. I'm so glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
Oh, of course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and talk to a real person 24/7. Now, how can I help?
Yeah, I used my Discover card to buy these yellow pleather pajamas, and I'm just not sure I'm pulling them off.
24/7 U.S.-based customer service. It pays to Discover. Limitations apply. Learn more at discover.com/credit card.
Maida Chevy saves you $12,000 off MSRP on every new half-ton Silverado LT Turbo Max. In stock after rebates. Always 5 to choose from.
Exclusive. All in-stock pricing at MaidaChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
See deal for details. N7124.
Power Business Technology is proud to be 100% independent, locally owned, and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a 2022 Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Everyone loves to be outside, and so do mosquitoes. Protect yourself against mosquitoes and West Nile virus by following these simple tips. At least once a week, look around your yard and drain stagnant water from any containers where mosquitoes can breed. Remember to use an effective mosquito repellent, especially at dawn and dusk when mosquitoes are most active. Close all doors and be sure screens are in good working condition. At the Mosquito and Vector Control District, we're here to help. Visit us at fightthabite.net.
Hi, I'm Kamiko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Our Chase Inc. card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
With the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more with yours. Real business owners compensated for their participation. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Sacramento, Dirk Bentley is coming to town.
Hey y'all, this is Dirk Bentley.
Saturday, September 28th at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo for Country in the Park 2. And he's bringing some friends.
This is Farley. Take my hand, let me make you mine.
Hey, it's Dasha. Kelsey Hart and more. Saturday, September 28th at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo. Get your tickets before they sell out at CITPFest.com. Brought to you by Hyatt Vacation Club and Xfinity.
Swing into summer at the Golf and Guitars Music Festival, June 24th and 25th at Hagen Oaks Golf Course. On June 25th, enjoy the live performances Under the Stars from Craig Campbell, Corey Kent, Love and Theft, plus Ashley Cook, Mark Wills, and more. It's not just about great music and golf. It's about giving back. Proceeds go to charities supporting youth, those with disabilities, and our veterans in the greater Sacramento region. Tickets start at just $40. Don't miss out on these great nights for a great cause. Get your tickets now at golfandguitars.com.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
I guess Charles Barkley's been listening to the Drive Guys because we've had quite a few complaints about ESPN basketball coverage, haven't we, the last few weeks?
Oh, yeah.
Charles Barkley participated in the exercise last night. He says he was in disbelief over what he saw with ESPN's coverage leading up to Game 1 of the finals. Have you heard? Can you guess what he was so upset about?
No, what was he upset about?
He was on with Dan Dockich today, and he said, I was so upset, using a different word for upset that I don't know if I can say, with Game 1 of the finals and Game 1 of the Stanley Cup finals coming on, for them to spend the first hour talking about what if Danny Elie goes to the Lakers. I was so angry. I had to turn my TV off. I'm not going to lie. Chuck says, this is how stupid they are. You got all the Stanley Cup finals and NBA finals, and y'all are talking about a team that's irrelevant. Whoever's doing their programming has got to be the stupidest, most bonehead people in the world. If Hurley goes, we'll talk about it. But to just go on there and blow air for an hour and then say, oh, by the way, we got Game 1 of the finals coming up tonight. I was like, who in the hell is running their programming over there? I'm with it. I'm with the big fella on this one.
Are you? Here's my pushback, Whitey. Here's my pushback. And you know this as well as I do. You're a media veteran. You've been in the game a long time. You don't just have content because you like it. You have content like that because the research shows that's what people want to see. ESPN is giving the people what they want to see. You think they're if they felt like focusing more on Game 1 of the finals would get more views, more clicks, more eyeballs? You don't think they would do it? Why do you think? I
don't know. I mean, I understand why it was a story, but for that to be, and we saw it when we were in here. I wasn't keeping track, but if they really did like the first hour on Danny Hurley, I can't believe people are more interested in that than in Game 1 of the finals.
And I don't know. I'm not going to blame the people we see on air. It's consultants, people behind the scenes make it. The research suggests if you talk Lakers, people will. I will say this. How about this? I'll throw this at you. If they just focused on the game, are we even talking about their pregame show today?
No.
We're not. Exactly.
But that doesn't mean it's good that we're talking about it today.
They're a business, Whitey. They're doing what they think more people.
You're
and
correct,
so,
of course.
And I'm with you, though. Like, ESPN's coverage is horrible. I'm watching, well, I didn't watch, but Awful Announcing did an article, and I thought about this last night, though, while watching, where's their former NBA player as an analyst? And I know they had Josh Hart on last night. Why do I need to hear from Stephen A. Smith, Michael Wilbon, and Bob Myers? 3 guys. Where's the former players? Where's Isaiah Thomas? Give me somebody that's actually played the game up there. You got Malika Andrews, Bob Myers, Stephen A. Smith, and Michael Wilbon. Respect Michael Wilbon. He's fantastic. He knows the game. But when you look at what TNT does and what ESPN does, it's night and day. And I made the mistake of watching ESPN's coverage after the game, and I forgot about NBA TV.
Oh, yeah.
And that they would have Kenny and Shaq
and they had Grant Hill.
And Grant Hill. Like, I totally forgot. I spaced
Matt
that.
Weiner, I think.
And Matt Weiner. But, like, how can you have a pregame, halftime, and postgame show? And I know Josh Hart was there, but he was only there, as a prop, basically, and not have a former player. And so this
I'm with you.
I'll tell you this. When I started out in this business, ESPN was the goal. Everybody wanted to go to ESPN. But then I was in Boston for a while, and I just started seeing what ESPN was becoming. And I said to myself, no, that's not what I want to be. I don't want to be, trust me, I'll take Stephen A's paycheck, but I'm watching First Take, and they doing a segment on how he walked into the arena and everything.
I was going to mention
you saw that? I'm just like, man.
I don't know why that's a thing.
Why is that? It's like, dude, it's like there's too many egos over there right now. And I got an ego, I know it, but most of mine is I'm just messing with y'all, just having fun. But listening to Stephen A. Smith, it's too much for me right now. I can't take it.
A lot of people on Twitter went after Stephen A. because they said he walked into the arena like he was a player.
Yeah.
So I watched the video, and it's like, I don't know how else he's supposed to walk in. I mean, I'm not the biggest Stephen A. fan, but he walked in, and he's got, some confidence.
He had a little swagger, a little confidence.
What is he supposed to do?
Come on.
He saw somebody, he says, I don't know why that was an issue at all.
It was totally staged. He had a security guard behind him.
Yeah.
And I guarantee, and I don't know this from Adam, I'm just saying, this is my opinion. His security guard and him have a pact. Don't walk next to me, walk behind me. Like, you walked in arenas. I've walked in arena. You walk in, hey guys, how you doing? Hey, what's up? How you doing? You don't walk in like you the big bad sheriff in town, like you the attraction. Like, players are locked in, focused. Why is Stephen A. Smith looking all focused and locked in?
I don't know, but I just didn't care one way or the other. Did he carry himself that way? I guess. I don't care what he looks like, how he carries himself when he walks into the arena.
Why? But why is that a topic, though?
I don't think it should be.
It's self-promoting. It's you know what? Next Lifetime game, big fella. Next time I walk in here, I'm going to have a camera crew follow me. I'm going to have a strut. I'm going to throw some music behind it. We're going to do that.
His suit was close to the color of your shirt.
He couldn't rock this, though. He looked like Barney yesterday. His suit was more Barney yesterday. I'm like, dude, you're like not the Pink Panther, the Purple Panther. Come on, man. I'm sorry. And Stephen A. Smith, a legend in the game.
Philly guy.
But a Philly guy.
Philly crime.
But he's gotten too big for his britches. When you start believing your press clippings, when you start thinking you are bigger than what you're talking about, the games you're covering, the ego is out of control, man. I can't deal with it.
What is the latest on Danny Hurley? He's meeting with the Lakers now or this weekend, right? So they're trying to figure this thing out.
Yeah.
Saw something actually interesting about Danny Hurley and the Lakers. Actually of interest, at least to me. I guess this was Woj writing for ESPN, but ESPN reported part of the allure of Hurley goes to the changing landscape of the way rosters are built now under the collective bargaining agreement. And because of the roster building limitations, the thing where a team, they have 2 stars, then they trade draft picks and bring in a 3rd star. It's really hard to do that now. It's really punitive.
Oh, yeah.
Beyond the 17th overall pick in this draft, the Lakers have Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Max Christie. Management believes that Danny Hurley could help those 3 players and whoever they draft become better players because he does such a good job of player development. That's one of the things they like about him. We can't just go out and get stars now. It's hard to do financially. So we need somebody who can make our young players better. And I don't know if he can. I don't know if they're right, but that's a really interesting approach to me.
Yeah, I don't know if they're right, but you would think an NBA team has great player development, right? Like you would hope, and maybe that was an issue. It should be an emphasis. And I don't know how much the head coach has to do with player development as much as the assistants and the guys that actually work with them on a day-to-day basis. But if you're the Lakers, you look at your salary cap situation, you don't have any real assets really. And so you may need to get what you can out of the guys you have on your roster.
Danny, if you come here, you're going to have AD, and then we're going to have to, these young guys, you got to make them better.
You got to make them better.
That's the path forward.
Right.
And you do it.
And when you look at it too, I'm looking at a team like Boston. And sure, they added Porzingis and Drew Holiday, Derek White. You look at Dallas with Kyrie, and Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington. But really the days of just trying to 2K your way to a championship, let me just get the biggest names and throw together some stars and hope it works. Those days are over. You need a foundation, a core, and then you add to that core. And how you do that is through the draft, right? You draft well, and then you surround those players with talent around them.
The key, of course, is getting that solid foundation.
Yes.
Like the Kings years ago, they tried to make Tyreek Evans and DeMarcus their foundation.
What went wrong with that? What? Because they were both great talents.
DeMarcus was just very erratic.
Really?
And I don't know, the two of them, I don't think were really ever
ever on the same page. The chemistry
Not to get all
there.
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, but hey, how about this on the text line? If Brown wins Finals MVP, should we start asking the question if Brown is the best player on that team? He already won the conference MVP. I'm not saying Drapes. I'm just saying. By the way, put your name on it.
Put your name on it. If Brown wins Finals MVP, should we start asking the question if Brown is the best player on the team? Let me say this. Hasn't that question already started?
Yes.
That question has already started.
We don't know the answer
Right.
yet.
We don't know the answer. So to this texter, yes, because that question has already started. In my eyes, it won't change. Tatum is the guy. Here's why I think Tatum is the better player than Brown. Tatum's best is better than Brown's best. Now, Tatum at this point, I'm telling you, he's coasting. But in a must-win Game 7 or back against the wall, we'll see who steps up. Jason Tatum against Milwaukee on the road, against Philly in Game 6, needed to win that 50-burger. So to me, Jason Tatum is still the better player.
When we come back, Adam Silver talks about NBA expansion. Well, that's next with the Drive Guys on this wonderful Friday.
What's the missing piece for the 49ers?
Which names will they add during free agency? Whether it's in season or off season, the coverage never stops. Get the latest 49ers news on Sacktown Sports at sacktownsports.com.
Sacramento, get ready to rock, groove, and have a blast with the Sacktown Sports live events calendar. We've got an unbeatable lineup of shows that you won't want to miss. First up, at Thunder Valley, June 12th, experience the legendary Daryl Hall and Elvis Costello. Then on June 14th, don't miss the incredible Maren Morris. And on June 22nd, don't miss NSYNC and Backstreet stars Joey Fatone and AJ McLean bringing back the hits. Plus, on June 28th, it's country legend Lee Brice lighting up the stage. All at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. And now here's your Live Nation lineup. On August 4th, don't miss the Outlaw Music Festival at Toyota Amphitheater featuring Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp. On August 15th, catch Donny Osmond at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. Then, on August 22nd, Creed Fisher takes the stage at Ace of Spades. And on September 10th, enjoy the timeless sounds of the Doobie Brothers at Toyota Amphitheater. And stay tuned to Sacktown Sports for exclusive updates and your chance to win tickets.
My good friends, Dr. Jack Friedlander and Dr. Pash in Roseville and in San Francisco are offering not only confidence, not only security, but also the ability, if you ain't insecure, to go from the roster to the all-star team. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about UpsizeMatters.com. Time after time, vote after vote, circumference, or as we call it, girth, is consistently ranked as the most important attribute. And Dr. Jack and Dr. Pash can give you a free consultation. The procedure can be done on the same day as your consultation with immediate results. It's non-surgical. It's virtually pain-free, safe, effective, long-lasting, semi-permanent, and doctor-performed. For more information, go to UpsizeMatters.com. Go to UpsizeMatters.com. Make that change. Make the all-star team. Get your girth on.
If you're in the market for a new or used car right now, or if you just want to go see like what new technology's in the new cars nowadays, stop by and see my friends at Elk Grove Kia in the Elk Grove Auto Mall before you go anywhere else. As soon as you step onto the lot, you're going to feel like family. You're going to know why they have so many 5-star reviews at Elk Grove Kia and why they're the #1 Sacramento Kia dealer. Like, I love this 5-star review right here. Quote, "I could not be happier. My husband surprised me with my new Telluride. I love it. The staff is friendly, kind, and conscious. Took their time to find the perfect car. Thank you guys for the hard work. Great job. I love my new Telly." There you go. That's just another satisfied customer at Elk Grove Kia. So in addition to all the 5-star reviews, the finance team at Elk Grove Kia has over 100 years combined experience. You know what that means? Financing for everyone. And we know going to the car dealership can be overwhelming, but come experience Elk Grove Kia. They go above and beyond to make sure this is an automotive adventure for you. Check out what's on special and what's on the lot today at elkgrovekia.com, or better yet, come see everything in person at Elk Grove Kia in the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Increase leads and get more customers. We create tailored digital marketing strategies that deliver results. On your next campaign, aim higher. Go to aimyourdigital.com and get started today. aimyourdigital.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Kyle Draper here from Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. I'm out enjoying this gorgeous North California weather, and I know you are too. And all you need on a day like this is a road trip to clear the mind. Why not a road trip in a newer pre-owned Mercedes-Benz? Mercedes-Benz of Stockton has a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at their gorgeous new store. It's just a half hour from SAC, right at the 8 Mile Road exit. And trust me, it's the best car shopping experience of my life. Go see my fine friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton or go online anytime at mpofstockton.com.
Your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
Sacktown Sports.
Top of the hour, we're going to check in with a former Kings assistant coach who was a 3-time NBA champ. He played with Akeem Olajuwon, helped Akeem win a couple of championships. Mario Elie is going to be with us. And Jay, I just needed to clarify a little bit here because I know a couple of days ago, Mr. Draper was saying that some of the final series that Akeem played in, he said they weren't that memorable or iconic.
Yeah, weren't iconic.
Is it a coincidence that now a couple of days later we have Mario Elie on, or?
Just a big coincidence. Nothing to do with each other. They are separate, independent from each other.
Okay.
Friends like Jay, who needs enemies?
Actually, I was like, who's a great storyteller? And I'm just running through the phone looking. I'm like, oh, yeah, Mario Elie. Just coincidence, nothing big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
unbelievable. That makes sense.
That's all right.
I mean, we're not talking about the dream. We're talking about Rockets.
Right.
His trek to the NBA. It wasn't like he was a high draft pick.
Right.
He's got some championships, but he was one of those guys that had to come in and prove it.
Yeah.
And he's an artful storyteller. Won't even have to ask him about Akeem, Draper.
Dog, I'm standing on my business anyway. It don't matter. If Mario Elie wants to smoke, I deliver the smoke to him too.
It'll probably come up. I got a feeling.
I'm sure it won't be you. It won't be me. Somebody will bring it up though. I'm sure. That's all right.
Let me get in 2 questions, fellas. That's all I'm asking.
2 questions. That's funny.
On the chat here, and pardon me, the way our camera's here, I got to turn back all the way this way for the time being. Compio's coming after you, Drapes, on Jaylen Brown v. Jason Tatum. Drapes, why is the better player coasting in a final series? This is why I consider Brown the better player, because I know he will not coast. It's rare for Compio to come after you like that.
It is, but Compio doesn't know what he's talking about here because you can't look at a small sample size a la this playoffs, this series, whatever. If you actually look at the numbers, and I don't even need to pull them up, Jason Tatum has had a better playoffs than Jaylen Brown. I think Jason Tatum is held to such a higher standard that we expect him to be a 30, 35 point per game guy every single night in the postseason. But Jason Tatum has figured out the way for him to impact the game isn't just to score. He rebounds the ball. His assists are up. And I got 82 games during the regular season that proves to me that Jason Tatum is the better player. Who was all NBA this year? Was it Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown?
It was Jason Tatum.
Okay. And so my thing is, don't just go with recency bias, Compio. Don't just watch First Take in the morning and then trying to come on our show in the afternoon with some of the same crappy takes that they have, Compio.
Who was the MVP of the conference finals, which was after, so it was more recent than the regular season.
But when you look at it, if I'm correct, Tatum's numbers were better. He got it, yes, but it was 9-8, if I'm correct. The voting was split almost. It was 9-8. And last year, 2 years ago, if I'm correct, who got the Larry Bird trophy for the Boston Celtics? It was Jason Tatum. And so let's not try and pit these guys against each other. They're both great. I just think Jason Tatum is the guy that nobody has an answer for.
Here's a good question from Soccer Dad Bod. Who was a bigger complainer, Luka or DeMarcus?
You guys got to tell me about that. Because
I would say, here's the difference. I'm not sure who the bigger complainer was. Luka drives me nuts with the complaining, but you can see what he's complaining about, whether you think he overreacts or not. I remember DeMarcus one time, and I remember I was watching this game on TV, but there's a ball that goes out of bounds, and they call it off of him. He went nuts, And usually it's like, well, the player, if he acts like that, he didn't touch it. And he's like, he couldn't believe it. He's yelling at the official. They show the replay, and it was right off of his hand. Clearly. So I think sometimes he kind of lost his, he had like a persecution complex or something, when it was his fault, he didn't understand why people were saying it was his fault. It was a little unusual. I don't know, but Lucas still complains on.
Right.
I think it's gotten better though.
Yeah, there's a difference, right? In their complaining.
Probably complained more because everything against him he saw is like a personal attack.
Affront,
why are you always doing everything to me?
He was the same way at Kentucky also, and John Calipari, harnessed that, as best he could. But no, DeMarcus, that was some of his issues at Kentucky also. And so, but it's different between him and Luka. Like you said, with Luka, we could see why he's complaining. He's not just making things up or, imagining things. You can actually see some of his gripes.
Can you imagine NBA expansion? The commissioner yesterday said that he said the NBA's next order of business will be exploring expansion beyond 30 teams. So it's kind of like Shams. They're zeroing in on exploring expansion. He said it's not preordained that we will expand this time, but I know there's an enormous amount of interest out there. To me, yes, there are wealthy individuals, institutions that would like to invest and buy NBA teams, but I think it's on the league to look holistically because there is the dilution, of course. By the way, some of those individuals and institutions are in Saudi Arabia.
What do you think about that?
I think it's better if you don't go there.
It seems like that's where everything is going now. The Saudi money is infiltrating everything. But I do feel like it's the worst kept secret in the league, though, regarding expansion. Seattle and Vegas, right? Like that's, I talk to people around the league. That seems to be the prevailing thought. Those two cities, those will be the next cities for NBA teams.
I would think so. The commissioner, however, did say this. At some point, we'd like to look outside the United States in addition to Canada. This may not be the right moment to do that, but I'm thinking long-term as well. So, I don't know, Montreal, put a team back in Vancouver, Mexico City. Yeah. I think no one would understand if you didn't add Las Vegas and Seattle before you did anything else.
Right. Yeah. If you got to do those two, right?
I
mean, Vegas has to happen. I mean, everything else is going to Vegas now. Vegas is the hot market. Seattle's been dying for a franchise ever since their Supersonics left. And, I could see Mexico City being the next international franchise. Do you do another one up in Canada? I don't like the whole international expansion. Maybe create a separate league and then have those champions face off for a true world champion or something like that. But I don't want to see the Lakers playing the London Stars or something, or the Kings having to go to Paris, for a regular season game. It just doesn't make sense to me.
If you look at historically, if you look at expansion in pro sports, I think you could make a strong case that right now you don't really need to expand. No. Obviously, the owners want to bring in that extra money, but as the commissioner admitted, then your talent pool is diluted. And yeah, those are two good cities that don't have teams, but you don't have to worry about no one's going to start another league and go there.
Right. Yeah, that's true. It's not like there's no sense of urgency that it has to happen tomorrow. I do think, the league is in a different position, though, Whitey, when you look at the talent on each team. 10 years ago, I probably wouldn't been open for it. A lot of guys back into the – but now you got a lot of players who are just sitting on the bench who could fill out some of these other teams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at, Phoenix, for example. They got 3 or 4 stars. Lakers, Boston. Like, look at all the talent Boston has. Like, spread it out a little bit more where each team has 2 stars, superstars, and then you have a little more parity. And there's a lot of guys out of the league. Look at some of the veterans that are out of the league right now. I'm looking at my boy Stanley Johnson, who played with the Stockton Kings, Jeremy Lamb, I'm just throwing out spitballing some names, guys who are talented enough, but the roster spots aren't there for them.
Yeah, you add Seattle, you add Vegas, and then I think you're probably done for the foreseeable, as much as you'd love to go to Canada. The funny thing is, and I know Jay remembers this, when the Maloofs, he may not remember when the Maloofs bought the Kings, but I remember like the day after it was announced, the Maloofs were buying the Kings, I was on another station. We called the Maloofs offices on the air and said, are you moving to Vegas? Because we all assumed that was going to happen. Right. And there was a secretary.
Did you get an answer or anything?
I forget the woman that was very nice. She answered. She said they would not do that. And they didn't. They did years later. Remember, they hosted the All-Star game that was played in Vegas.
Yeah.
So it seemed like, and you can't blame them, probably would have been a smart move, but the league wasn't ready for that. And now everybody's going there.
Everybody's trying to go to Vegas. And then you look at betting is everywhere. Everybody and their mom is a betting expert. You could bet on everything now. Yeah, it's things have changed quickly here when it comes to that.
Coming up, story time with a guy they called the Junkyard Dog, a former Kings assistant coach, 3-time NBA champ, Mario Elie, joins us next on The Drive, guys. Sacktown Sports.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
We love the game because anything can happen. There's no sure thing.
How did that go in?
Every play,
oh my goodness!
every shot,
Are you kidding me?
every swing is a risk if you bet.
I can't believe that just happened.
There's no easy money. There's no luck. And no one wins all the time. If you bet responsibly and always set a limit. Learn more at responsibleplay.org.
Hey sports fans, it's JaVale McGee here. Are you ready for the event of the summer? It's the Jug Life Charity Softball Game hosted at Sutter Health Park on Saturday, June 15th. Join me and all my celebrity friends for the #1 event of the summer as our incredible community comes together for a cause that counts. The Jug Life Charity Softball Game isn't just about softball. It's about giving back. All proceeds go to the water education programs and providing clean water to communities in need. Thanks to your support, our team with Jug Life is making a real difference, bringing hope and health to those who need it the most. Bring your family and friends for a day you won't forget. Cheer on your favorite stars as they hit it out the park for a great cause. Come celebrate Father's Day weekend at the Jug Life Charity Softball Game that's happening on Saturday, June 15th. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at juglifewater.com. That's juglifewater.com. Join us, have fun, and make a difference. Jug Life. Drink water, give water, save water.
At the Good Feet store, we take pain very seriously. Whether in the foot, knee, hip, or back, Good Feet makes over 300 styles, flexibilities, and sizes of pain-relieving arch supports. With 26 bones, 30 joints, and over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments in each foot, a lot can go painfully wrong. So there's a trained arch support specialist at each Good Feet store to give you a precision fit. Come in for a free fitting and test walk. No appointment necessary. Good Feet arch supports are HSA, FSA eligible.
The Good Feet store in Sacramento, Roseville, Vacaville. Online at goodfeet.com.
Hello, Sacramento. I'm Emran Pilati, owner of True Sports Cards and Collectible Store here in Rockland, California, and the host of the True Sports Cards Show that airs right here on Sacktown Sports 1140 every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m., where we discuss the latest trends, hottest products, and deliver exclusive interviews with other industry leaders. And don't forget to visit our shop, True Sports Cards, at 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland and see what we have for all your sports card and memorabilia needs.
Hot summer savings now at Maida Chevy with $12,000 off MSRP on every new Silverado half-ton Turbo Max in stock after rebates.
$12,000 off every Silverado LT Turbo Max at Maida Chevy with at least 5 at this price.
Hot summer savings up to $12,000 off MSRP exclusively at Maida Chevy at MaidaChevy.com. Sacramento Silverado headquarters. Together, let's drive.
Not available in special financing, leasing. Some other offers must trade in 2010 model year or newer and 7124.
Made a great deal at Maida.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave for American Energy Heating and Air with a question. Have you recently had a technician diagnose your HVAC system? You were a bit surprised at how much it cost, or did something seem off about their quote? Because at American Energy, they take pride in giving you honest, straightforward solutions to get that system up and running. Have their qualified technicians come out and give you a free second opinion. It's free. You got nothing to lose but some dollars off of that original quote. They're making the uncomfortable comfortable. They've been doing it since 1981, serving the greater Sacramento area. A+ with the Better Business Bureau. That's why they keep having customers coming back for more and more and more. You can call them and set that appointment at 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
KHTKAM HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports.
The only station in Sacramento giving you local sports coverage from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Sacktown Sports.
It's story time with a very special guest, a three-time NBA champ, 11-year NBA vet, former assistant with 6 teams, including 2 seasons with the Kings. As a player, he was known for his clutch performances, and his teammates knew him, Drapes, as Junkyard Dog. Mario Elie, nice enough to join us. Mario, thanks for your time. How are you today, sir?
Hey, I'm doing well, guys. Thank you guys for having me.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your time. What did you think of Game 1 of the Finals?
I thought Boston played with a sense of urgency. Thought Dallas was trying to fill the game out. This is the NBA Finals. You don't go out and fill a game out. You should be ready to go, especially after all the time they had off. I thought Boston did 2 things excellent on defense. They took away the lob. They took away Lively and Gafford effectiveness at the rim, and they only gave up 1 corner 3. So they did the little things defensively to sort of take Dallas out of their offensive rhythm.
Hey, Mario, it's Kyle Draper, man. I'm hearing a lot of people react to Game 1. Some people saying it's over. I've seen enough basketball to know that, each game is its own individual thing. Do you think Dallas has a shot in this series, and what adjustments do you think could help them out?
I think absolutely they have a shot. They got 2 excellent players. I know Kyrie didn't have a good game, so I'm sure Coach Kidd, they have an excellent coaching staff. They're going to find a way to get Kyrie going maybe early. Maybe try to get these big men, some shots around the basket going. They need the other players beside Luka and Kyrie in order for them to win. Boston's a very deep team. They got different guys capable of going for 20. I don't think Dallas has the same luxury, so they're going to have to try to get these other guys involved. Luka's just going to have to. Luka always has the ball. He's going to have to look to get his teammates involved first, because he can always get himself going.
Mm-hmm. Mario Elie is with us on Sacktown Sports. And Mario, we had JaVale McGee on this week, and he was talking about the just completed Kings season, which was a little disappointing. JaVale McGee said the Kings could use a tough, dog-minded player. Those are the words he used. And I know you had a reputation for that. Is that the type of thing that you have to be born with, or can a player in your experience learn to be that type of player?
It's hard to learn. It's just born in you, just the competitive spirit. And when I talk to young guys, I always tell them you have to find a niche in the league, because if you're a younger player going to the NBA, there's guys that are established. I was fortunate to play in an era where they had great veterans, and they showed you how to be a pro, and they showed you how to sort of play with other great players. So I think the league is a little younger now. It's a little tougher, but I think I grew up in New York. I grew up playing in the streets of New York, and Marbury said it on the documentary, and Point Guard's documentary. Game point in New York City basketball is like death. It takes like an hour. It's like 100 fouls.
Yeah.
Pushed into the fence and just take the ball out. Guy don't complain. Hard foul. That's where I got it from. I'm used to the contact. I'm used to playing a physical game, and I'm used to playing in, hostile environments.
What do you make of the change at midseason by the referee and the officiating out there? Seems like they let them play a little bit more back there in February.
I'm loving it. I mean, let the players decide. A little contact in the game is okay. Not a lot. A little contact is good. I like that the refs are letting the players play. Guys are adjusting. Guys are big and strong enough to play through that contact. I mean, you can't blow every freaking whistle. We got to go to the video every time a guy gets, smacked in the face or in the head. I mean, the games are long enough. Let the guys play. It's physical. Long as guys are not fighting, which guys are not. Hard foul, get up, go to the free throw line. Let's continue to hoop. And I thought a great example of that was Mark Davis, when Mike Malone came running out the court, just yelling at him, and boom, boom, boom. Mark Davis did a great job of keeping the composure, letting Coach Malone get it out, and he just told the player to get him out of his face. He didn't call a tech on him. He let the dude show his emotion, and that's what it's about. Playoffs is high-intensity basketball. It's a lot of stress out there. I played in a bunch of those games. It's very, very stressful on the coaches and the players on the floor.
You made, speaking of those games, game-winning three-pointer, Game 7 of the West semis to knock Phoenix out in 95. And then you gave their bench a taunting goodbye kiss. What can you tell us? What do you remember the most about what they call in Phoenix the kiss of death shot?
It was just a fun time. It was me and Joe Klein just having fun with each other. Started in Game 5. And, he's a good sport. They had a great team. So I hit a three. He hit a shot. He'll blow me a kiss. I hit a shot. I blow him a kiss. But, of course, I got the ultimate kiss. And he's the first guy I looked at and turned around and blew him the kiss of death and said, see you next season, buddy. Bye-bye.
That's awesome. Mario, as I look at your career, man, you play with a lot of great players. Obviously, the Dream, Clyde Drexler out there in Houston, Tim Duncan, David Robinson. Just if you could tell me some stories or what you remember about some of those great players that you played alongside.
They're just all great dudes. Most important, I got a chance to play with Charles, as well. So just all great human beings as well as great talents. What I remember all those guys, when they stepped in between the lines, they were super competitive, those guys. They wanted to be the best on the floor. They wanted to dominate the game. They wanted the damn ball all the time, Between Dream and Clyde, these dudes are begging for the ball every damn time to put out the court. And, of course, when I get to San Antonio, we're playing through the big boys, through Duncan and Robinson. But just great dudes, man. Two different sort of teams. My, Houston teams, those guys were on the plane playing cars, blowing music loud. I'm playing with the Spurs. Guys are reading the Wall Street Journal and playing video games. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? This is a little romper room here. I'm like, come on, guys. So that was sort of the difference. We had Mad Max, on our we dice, we played cards. We having a blast on our Houston playing. And like I tell you, I'm on the corporate plane with the Spurs. I'm like, you guys got to loosen up, man. I'm like, let's show a little swagger out here. So. Always the difference.
Yeah, Mario Elie is with us. I want to ask you about something I heard Kenny Smith say about your Rockets one time, and he was on TV, and he said one thing he appreciated about Akeem Olajuwon. He said Akeem was an all-time great, but he said Akeem never referred to us as his guys, which now sometimes you hear superstars, they're talking about my guys, my team. Kenny Smith said he always appreciated that Akeem kind of treated the rest of the guys like equals, like teammates. Can you speak to that? Was that something that you appreciated about Akeem?
I mean, Akeem was the best, man. I mean, just fun to play with. Just was a great human being. You know, when he got into a spiritual side, Islam, it really put him in a great place mentally, mentally and on the floor. So I think once that happened, because if you can remember, young Akeem Olajuwon, he came in the league knocking guys out, swinging on guys. I'm like, who is this dude, man? He was swinging on guys left and right. But then once he got into Islam, that really brought him in a great place mentally and brought him peace. And then Dream was just locked in. It was just great playing with a guy like that. I mean, he was just a good dude. He'll play one-on-one with the guards. I mean, I played with the man 5 years. I make him count 3 or 4 games where he did not play at an elite level. So just a good teammate. He knew he needed us in order for him to reach the ultimate goal, and he did that.
Mario, we kind of to follow up on that. Where, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot, where in the pantheon do you see Akeem? Because, you know, we always make up lists. We always want to talk about greats. What's your thoughts on Akeem as far as, you know, place him somewhere for me?
Because he gets overlooked a lot.
He does.
Yeah.
He's a top 10 guy for me because what bothers me about what Akeem has accomplished, he can impact the game on both ends of the floor. You can't say a lot of guys on that top 10 list can do that. They can impact on one end of the floor, but where's a guy who can impact on both ends? Akeem is all-time leaders in blocks, and for a center, he's 10th all-time in steals. And this is with Jason Kidd, Michael Jordan, Clyde Drexler, John Stockton. The next big center is maybe 70th. He's 10. So we already know what he can do offensively. I mean, and crazy. And when Michael Jordan they asked Michael Jordan, pick your 3-on-3 team. His first pick was Akeem Olajuwon. Wow. Michael Jordan, Akeem Olajuwon, and any other 3 guys can beat anybody. I can tell you that. It don't matter who the third guy is. With those 2 guys, they're winning.
Yeah. And Mario, too, if we can stay on Akeem, I feel like he could play in any era, too. Like, how would you think
he's killing these dudes in this era? He can switch on the pick and rolls. The thing I don't like about a lot of these bigs is all these guys switch all the time.
Yeah.
When you switch, like Jokic and Embiid, when you switch a small guy onto those 2 guys, they take those little midgets right under the basket and punish those guys. A lot of these other bigs are shooting jumpers. I mean, I like Porzingis, but you switch on him, he gonna shoot a jump shot. He ain't gonna back in or do nothing like that. But those other 2 bigs are the prototypical bigs. And that's what Dream would do. Every time Dream, even when we played back in the day, when a smaller guy would switch on Dream will punish that guy.
Mario, I wanted to ask you, speaking of that, something I've always wondered about. You know, the Bulls had their run. You guys had a little run. Then they had their run. Bulls win 3 titles. Michael leaves. Your Rockets win back-to-back titles. Michael comes back in that period, and they win 3 more. What's your best guess? How do you think you guys would have matched up with MJ's Bulls in those 2 years that you guys went back-to-back?
I think we would have matched up fantastic. If you look at the history, one of the few teams that have a winning record against them. And we would have loved the matchup.
Yeah.
I know the first year Michael was playing baseball. The next year he tried to come back.
Yeah.
And the young Magic team beat them, I think, in the semifinals. And we end up sweeping the Magic. But we would have loved to play them. You know, as an athlete, you want to play against the best. And to me, Michael Jordan is the best to ever lace them on, period. And we would have loved that matchup. You know, Horry, Vernon Maxwell, myself, Sam Cassell. We had some intriguing matchups. You're not going to stop Michael Jordan, obviously. we're going to make him work. But then you had a guy at the rim who can sort of, change shots and block shots. I don't think Michael, what center really has he played with at the level of Akeem? I know he played against a young Shaq. I know Jabbar was older in the championship days. I don't know who the Pistons really had in the middle. They ain't really had no dominant center, but Dream was sort of different. I felt it would have been a great matchup, but that's always the big if.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mario, you guys won the back-to-back titles in 94 and 95. 94, you guys were 58-24, won a division, rocking and rolling. The next year, though, just 47 wins, 6th overall seed, I believe. Just tell me the difference between the 2 years. Did you guys know that once playoff time comes, you could turn it up? Just talk to me about that.
Well, we had a little adversity the second year because we struggled. We were sort of dealing with fat cat-itis. We won the championship. I don't think the guys approached the season the same. So Dream had got hurt that year, and we weren't playing well. So I guess the front office felt we needed to make a move. So Clyde Drexler was on the radar. So we made that trade. We traded Otis Thorpe for Clyde. A lot of guys on the team were upset about the trade because we just won a championship with Otis. We just needed Dream to come back healthy, but the organization felt they had to make a move. But in Clyde's credit, I give him credit. He came in, focused, played good basketball. He held it down for us until Dream got back at the end of the season. And I felt with a healthy Dream and the way Clyde was playing, I felt anything could happen in the playoffs. And we went on a great run. We're the lowest seed to ever win the championship. We had the toughest road out any team. We beat 3 teams with 50 wins, 1 team with 60 with no home court. But we had some mentally tough guys who stepped up in big moments and was led by our leaders in Dream and Clyde.
Catching up with Mario Elie, 3-time NBA champ, and he was an assistant coach with a handful of teams, including the Kings. And I want to ask you about your first year with the Kings, Mario, because you guys with Coach Westfall was a head coach. And I remember you had Tyreek and you had Spencer Hawes and Omri Caspi, and some of these guys were playing really well. And you guys got off to a pretty good start. And I remember you beat Indy in December. That was 4 straight wins. And I think it was Jim Lynam said they're going to be a playoff team. Now, the bottom fell out. It didn't work out that way. Was there a time early in that year, as you remember, where you guys felt like, hey, we may have something coming together here?
Yeah, we're a young team, was trying to figure it out. Tyreek came in and just had an amazing year for us. We got off to a good start. But, as a young team, the real dog days of the NBA really come in January, where teams sort of settle in. And as a young team, we would compete and be in a lot of games, but we just didn't really know how to finish, at that point. We were in games, but we just didn't know how to finish. But like I said, I really enjoyed my time in SAC. Those guys were fun to coach, but we were just still a young team.
What did you think of, the job Mike Brown's done over 2 years, ending the streak, ending the drought, if you will? What were your thoughts on that season?
Mike Brown, I think, has done a great job. He's been a good coach in this league. He has success in different spots. The West is tough, man. People got to understand the West is tough, especially going into next year. I think Portland's probably the only team that think it's going to be weak. The Western Conference is not easy. Sacramento put themselves in a position to make the real playoffs. At least they made the play-in. They did. I think they beat the Warriors, right?
Yep, the first playing game. Yeah.
I'm with the Pelicans, so
okay.
And they lost to the Pelicans. But, Fox I'm a fan of. Thought Sabonis had a great year. I think Keegan Murray's a solid piece. I thought Malik Monk getting hurt really hurt them because he was one of the better scorers off the bench. And he had big games. He had big games for the Kings, and they missed his scoring, I think, tremendously. And Herter, I thought, struggled. Then he went down with injury. So those are 2 key pieces. So they get those guys back, I think, they can make some noise in the West.
Mario, you look at your career, and it's incredible all the places you've been and everything you went through to become a champion. And I'm curious, other than the U.S., which obviously is your home and is the best league in the world, in which country did you enjoy playing in the most? And how different is it playing in some of those countries as opposed to playing here in the NBA?
It's different, and I really enjoyed everywhere. I mean, the people were great. I mean, they really embraced you. I mean, whatever town or team you play for, that whole town really embraced you.
Didn't you play in Ireland or somewhere?
Yeah, I played in Ireland, right outside of Dublin. I mean, had a great time out there. The people were great. Went to Portugal, played in Portugal. I had a great time over there, played in a little town up north, which was great. You know, the whole town would come to the games. I mean, there was like 4,000 people in the town, and the whole town would be at the games. So it was just a great experience. And then in Argentina, basketball was pretty good down there. Had a good time down there. And I tell young guys, I mean, playing basketball, getting to see the world, it was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Joined by Mario Elie. Mario, one of the things I always find interesting when I look at your career is, you know, and you're a New York guy, of course, but Manhattan borough. Most of the time when you think New York, you know, we always the uptown, boogie down, Brooklyn, something. You being from Manhattan has always struck me as interesting, man. Express to me, first of all, because I know you're a New York guy, you're going to say the Mecca is New York. There is no one better than a New York basketball player. But explain to me and express how playing in Manhattan is different than some of the other boroughs that we seem to kind of always, you know, get as like being the toughest or best basketball player.
Well, first and foremost, Manhattan is one of the smaller ones. Like Brooklyn is a huge borough, in Queens and Bronx. Those boroughs are bigger than the Manhattan area, first and foremost. So when you see Brooklyn, you got all these players from Brooklyn. Brooklyn is huge. Got like 3 million. Brooklyn is like its own state and own city.
Right.
Manhattan is just small. You know, it's people want to come into the city. You got Harlem, where there's some good basketball. You got some good basketball players who came out of Harlem, New York. You know, I grew up right outside of Harlem. A lot of my friends and, you know, are from up there. But the city's just great, man. I mean, tough-minded. I mean, guys want to play in the Rucker. You come to a summer league game in New York City. There's 3,000 people there. You can't even see the baselines. There's so many people in the court. You can't even see the baseline. You got the DJ playing music. You got a guy on the microphone. If a guy gets dunked on, the people from the stands run on the court. You know, like Durant was up there. Durant had like 66.
Yeah.
He had made 10 threes in a row. So when he hit his 10th three, people just run on the court. You know, not to hurt him, just to hug him and celebrate it. Like when a guy gets dunked on in a New York Park game, they running on the court. The guy on the mic is going crazy. Oh my God, he just got flushed on. He just got dunked on. He just makes the style crazy. The fans are laughing and excited. It's just an amazing environment. Because if you get shaked to the ground, the crowd go, woo, you know, they react to everything. So it's an amazing environment to play in and to grow up in. And it's high pressure. You know, you got to make sure you're on your game. If you're not on your game, they're going to talk bad about you.
Mario, Drapes here, man. I love that story. I'm from Philly, originally born and raised in Philadelphia. And one thing I always say about New Yorkers, first thing they do is they'll tell you from New York. So there's a little rivalry there between Philly and New Yorkers. I'm going to just let you know that right now.
But let me tell you something. The Yankee hat is worldwide. That's all I got. The Yankee hat on is worldwide. Whether you're in France, Africa, Australia. The Yankee hat, dog. That dark blue and white, man. Come on, boss.
Oh, hold on. See
that Yankee fitted, man.
Think about this, though. How long Mario been away from New York? Listen to this guy.
I'm like, where you from? I'm from Michigan. I'm like, what you got to do, York?
Come on, Mario. You ain't lived in New York in 30 years, man. Come on.
I grew up in the city, man. I hooped in the city. Hey, born and raised, bro. I can tell you every subway, but I can tell you any way to get around New York, bro.
Hey, let me say one last thing, Mario, before I wrap it up on my end. I know you're a scout with the Pelicans now. Can y'all take it easier on us this upcoming season? Like 6 wins again. How'd y'all spank us like that, man?
We're going to keep, like I said, family, the West is going to be crazy this year, man. I mean, you got the Young Thunder, the Wolves, Denver ain't going nowhere. You got Dallas. You got Wemby. You got LeBron and AD. You got Shaw. We got Kawhi and PG and Harden. Got us. You know, Ja coming back. I'm like, man, dog. I'm like, the West is gonna be a problem. So y'all gonna be better. It ain't gonna last long, man. So that's the competition, man, in the game. Like, we just happen to be a tough matchup for you guys. I don't know why. We seem to match up pretty good with y'all.
Mario, one more thing. We'll let you go. We appreciate your time. You know, looking at your career again, you went to the same high school as Kareem, right? You went to Power Memorial?
Kareem and Chris Mullin.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you go there, and as a freshman, didn't make the team. The Bucks drafted you. They ended up letting you go, and yet you went on. You overcome things like that and become a 3-time champion. You know, a lot of people go through things, have setbacks, and it's discouraging. Where do you find the confidence that allows you to overcome that? What advice do you have to people that, oh, I didn't get this job, or oh, I didn't get this, I didn't get that? Where do you find the strength to persevere through that?
Belief and perseverance. If you really love something, believe in something. You know, my mom really believed in me. My dad sort of passed away when I first graduated from college. So it's my mom and my brother that really like, yo, you can do this. So they put that confidence in me. So when I decided to stop playing overseas, I played in the CBA. I did excellent the first year. I felt I should have got called up, but I got lucky the second year. I had George Carr as my head coach and Terry Stott as my assistant coach with the Albany Patroons. So everything seemed to happen for me that year. Got a 10-day with the 76ers, played well, got cut, then got called up a month later by the Warriors. So Don Nelson brought me in his hotel and said, man, I'm going to play you 30 minutes tonight. You got to show me what you got. So I ended up having 15 points and 11 rebounds, and the rest is history. They signed me to that year, the next year, and then that's where I went from Portland to Houston to San Antonio, then Phoenix.
Awesome. Great stuff. Mario, thanks very much for your time. We appreciate it. Hope you have a great weekend.
Always great chopping you up with you guys, and I love the Bay Area. Sac is a great town, man.
All right, my man. Appreciate you, babe.
Thank you, Mario.
Anytime, fellas.
All right, now.
Mario Elie, story time today on Sacktown Sports. When we come back, Drape's found some Malik news that might not be great. It's coming up on Sacktown Sports.
My good friends, Dr. Jack Friedlander and Dr. Pash in Roseville and in San Francisco are offering not only confidence, not only security, but also the ability, if you ain't insecure, to go from the roster to the all-star team. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about UpsizeMatters.com. Time after time, vote after vote, circumference, or as we call it, girth, is consistently ranked as the most important attribute. And Dr. Jack and Dr. Pash can give you a free consultation. The procedure can be done on the same day as your consultation with immediate results. It's non-surgical. It's virtually pain-free, safe, effective, long-lasting, semi-permanent, and doctor-performed. For more information, go to UpsizeMatters.com. Go to UpsizeMatters.com. Make that change. Make the all-star team. Get your girth on.
It's Kyle Draper here to let you know that the famous Bay Area pizza company, Amici's East Coast Pizzeria, has just opened its first location in Sacramento, offering takeout and delivery to the greater Sacramento area. To check out the menu and order online, visit Amici's.com and click on the Sacramento banner. As a special deal, all this week, when you enter promo code SAC50 at checkout, they'll give you 50% off any large pizza. So when you want to enjoy half-price pizzas with family and friends this week, use promo code SAC50 at Amici's.com and Amici's delivers.
Sacramento, Dirk Bentley is coming to town.
Hey y'all, this is Dirk Bentley.
Saturday, September 28th at Hart Health Park at Cal Expo for Country in the Park 2. And he's bringing some friends.
This is Farley. Take my hand, let me make you mine.
Hey, it's Dasha, Kelsey Hart, and more.
Saturday, September 28th at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo. Get your tickets before they sell out at CITPFest.com. Brought to you by Hyatt Vacation Club and Xfinity.
Celebrate Sacramento Rivercats baseball during our 25th anniversary season. Pick your favorite weekly promotion, giveaway game, or theme night, and join the fun at Sutter Health Park. Stick around post-game every Friday and Saturday night as we light up the sky with the brightest fireworks in town. For a full promotion schedule and to buy tickets, visit rivercats.com. We'll see you there.
If you're in the market for a new or used car right now, or if you just want to go see like what new technology's in the new cars nowadays, stop by and see my friends at Elk Grove Kia in the Elk Grove Auto Mall before you go anywhere else. As soon as you step onto the lot, you're going to feel like family. You're going to know why they have so many 5-star reviews at Elk Grove Kia and why they're the #1 Sacramento Kia dealer. Like, I love this 5-star review right here. Quote, "I could not be happier. My husband surprised me with my new Telluride. I love it. The staff is friendly, kind, and conscious. Took their time to find the perfect car. Thank you guys for the hard work. Great job. I love my new Telly." There you go. That's just another satisfied customer at Elk Grove Kia. So in addition to all the 5-star reviews, the finance team at Elk Grove Kia has over 100 years combined experience. You know what that means? Financing for everyone. And we know going to the car dealership can be overwhelming, but come experience Elk Grove Kia. They go above and beyond to make sure this is an automotive adventure for you. Check out what's on special and what's on the lot today at elkgrovekia.com, or better yet, come see everything in person at Elk Grove Kia in the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
Capital Casino has been serving the greater Sacramento area in the same convenient downtown location for over 20 years, with plenty of close-by, well-lit parking monitored by security staff and offering the most variety of table games in the region in a safe and friendly environment. Best food, best service, and the best action. That's Capital Casino. For more information on tournaments and gaming, check out their website at capital-casino.com. And please remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
The IRS deadline has come and gone. So do you owe money to the IRS? If so, you need an ally. Whether you owe the IRS $6,000 or $600,000, whether your tax problems are personal or business, the professionals at Allies Tax Relief are ready to step in and negotiate your fresh start with the IRS. Here's a happy customer of Allies Tax Relief.
Before calling Allies Tax Relief, I feared the IRS would take all of my assets. I owed them over $562,000. Thankfully, I was referred to Allies and called them for help. They ultimately saved my life from uncertainty. Allies negotiated my giant tax debt to an unbelievable $1,500. They are professionals and they fight the fight for their clients.
Allies Tax Relief will protect your assets from being seized and your paycheck from being garnished. Call right now for your free consultation. 800-296-0772. That's 800-296-0772. Or visit AlliesTaxRelief.com.
Father's Day at Hagen Oaks is sure to bring a smile to the men in your life. From shoes to shirts, from golf balls to golf bags, and from drivers to divot repair tools, Hagen Oaks has all this and so much more, including gift certificates for the father who has it all. Let Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop be your one-stop for all your Father's Day needs. You'll even find the wildly popular Golf and Guitars concert tickets on sale. It's the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, Fulton Avenue at Cap City Freeway, or HagenOaks.com.
The Drive Guys, live and local, every afternoon, Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
Thanks to Mario Elie for joining us. Some people on the chat, some people didn't appreciate it when Mario said, I love the Bay Area. Sacramento's a cool place.
Yeah.
Some people see it as one big region.
People went off on that. Yeah, he said that, and
yeah,
several people chimed in on that.
Yeah.
You know, let me say this. Real quick.
I was waiting for Jay.
Yeah, because, and this is part of Sacramento's complex. We got to stop being fragile about that too.
I agree.
Because, Drapes, if you're from New York, right? And I get the caveat is people going to say, well, Mario Elie coached here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with all the boroughs in New York. I've been to New York 2-3 times. Yeah. I know certain boroughs, you get around, you jump around. I've never lived there. So I'm not familiar with every single corner and what you call it. And, so people around here sometime, and I'm not protecting Mario. Sometimes you just got to be a little more. He's not from here. You don't know that.
I also think maybe my first response when it actually happened was he thought we were in San Francisco, and then maybe he realized, oh, no, Sacramento. Because he said, oh, I love the Bay Area. Sacramento's a great place.
Right.
Let me ask you this, though. Because we come across people all the time. Where are you from? New York. But really, they aren't from New York. They're from,
Where are they from?
Suburbs, or
they're from Ashland,
Ashland, or Poughkeepsie, or something like that. You know what I mean? Right, Buffalo. Philly. Same thing. Really, they from Delaware, but they're whatever. Let me ask you this:
Dover.
If somebody says, "Where you from?" and I'm talking the Bay here, if you from Oakland, you say Oakland.
The town. Yeah.
The town. Mm-hmm. If you from San Francisco, you say San Francisco.
The city.
So why not Sacramento?
Because it's NoCal. You sound from NoCal.
Yeah.
If you think,
but I think that's why people are upset. We should be on the map. We're the state capital.
Agreed.
I shouldn't have to be, lumped in with the Bay, lumped in with NorCal. We Sacramento, the state capital.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's what,
Listen, I'm not defending that either. I mean, there's no one that's going to say City of Trees and 916 and Sacramento. All kind of different things I could tell you about. Absolutely. But there is I've been blessed to travel around, right? There are places I'm not that familiar with. So if I say Philly, like you said, and let's just say I'm talking about, and I just asked you this question, what's the difference between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia?
Night and day.
Right?
Yeah.
Bay Area, Sacramento, night and day a little bit, right?
Yeah,
get it.
So,
but we're still kind of all grouped. I'm still gonna say Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and you, as someone from Philly, is gonna say nah. Put a stop to that, right? And so that's where I'm saying is if the complex begins, there's no need to get mad. Rep it a little more. Put it on a little more. Like, don't be the hypocrite against yourself. And then at the same time, some of these people that's talking about Sacramento, man, y'all not even repping City of Trees. Get up out of here. Y'all good with the farm to fork and everything else.
I think he made a mistake and he realized the mistake.
Okay, maybe.
That's what I think. What's the news? And we've been putting this off here because Drapes I think it was Drapes.
I don't think it's news, man. I'm not trying to make it bigger than it is.
You said it.
Because so we can talk about amongst ourselves.
All right.
I'm not going to draw into any kind of conclusion or all right, let me set the table. I'm going through Instagram and I follow the Kings team store. I'm gonna go there right after this. As a matter of fact, I got to pick up a few things. I'm gonna head to the Kings team store. Oh, of course, big fella. Come on now.
All right, just checking. Maybe I'll put a little money in your pocket.
Yeah. Let me know what you need. But I'm looking on IG and the Kings team store says the summer weekend sale continues. And they have sales all the time. I get it. It's sales all the time. But this one kind of struck a chord with me. Take 20% off Malik Monk gear this weekend at the link in the bio or at kingsteamstore.com. Offer ends this Sunday, June 9th.
Dun, 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 dun.
And so I sent it to you guys because I wanted to get your thoughts on that. And I'm not going to say exactly what y'all texted me back. I'll let you guys say that on there. But does that make you feel a certain way?
It is all over. That's how it makes me feel.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
What if it's just coincidence?
Whose was last week?
All right, let me do some research.
Who last week was 20% off?
Let me do some research real quick.
And the week before that?
Let me do some research, big fella. It'd be different if it was, in Dick's Sporting Goods, 50% off or something like that. But, all right, let's see. I got it right here.
Who's last week's player?
Domantas Sabonis.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
What's the percentage?
20% off Domas.
First of all, they need to give up a little more than 20% over there to G.
You saying that's not enough?
What,
you 30?
Yeah, 30, 35, 40. Entice me.
But it was 20% off Domas last week.
That's a cover up. The whole thing's a cover up. How are we going to get rid of
Oh,
these
man,
jerseys?
I'm not going to let y'all do
We got to
this.
sell them for 20% off. Well, people will notice that. Yeah, but we'll do Domas the week before.
I'm not going to let y'all do that.
We'll do Fox.
I'm not. See, this is the problem with America right now. Conspiracy theories. Everybody, it can't just be an honest, you know what? This week, let's just do Malik.
You're the
Next
one
week,
that sent this to me.
I can send it to you, but I wanted to get your reaction. I didn't give my reaction, big fella. I didn't say, he's gone or anything like that. You said that. And I'll read the text message you and Jay said. I mean, come on. I'll bring it to the people right here.
He's out.
Oh, man, he leaving.
He leaving.
Kevin Gleason, it is all over.
It's over.
I didn't say that. Y'all said that.
You didn't say anything.
How about this? It is a weird coincidence. And I would say, from an organizational standpoint, don't you got to hold off on it?
Yes.
Just because of this reason here.
Yes.
We're not going to, after maybe or something like that. But optics.
The whole point of the sale is to unload some Malik jerseys, and you're concealing it by giving away some other ones, which is my theory.
Oh, really?
Like I said, yeah.
Clearing the way for some other ones?
Well, no, they got to sell these. Well, everyone will notice that. We'll do some Domas ones and some other ones. No one's going to notice.
Nah, see, I just think they made a mistake. Like, they dropped the ball. They didn't think of the optics of this. Why would you do that now? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think, all right, let's do Domas first so we can sneak in.
Yeah, excuse me.
No, I'm going to go cop one right now.
Really?
Yeah, he's going to be here next year, Big Fat. Remember, I'm a 5 out of 10. I'm not a .03 guy like you. I still
now.
0.01 now.
Yeah, 0.0001 now.
But I saw that, and I'm like, oh, man. First of all, I'm going to go buy one right now. I'm about to go buy a jersey.
Which one? Do you know?
I don't know. I have to see what they have. But I got to get a couple of gifts from the team store, so I'm going to do that. But I just think the timing is bad. Bad. Like, when a guy's about to go into free agency and everything, this is something you don't – you don't want to send that message out there.
Put Kobe Jones jersey out there before you do. Like, you got to put the, different Kings players than Malik Monk right now.
And I will say there's probably just, there's not a conversation between basketball ops and marketing this story. You know what I mean? It's just a bad look right now to have that out there.
Mm-hmm. I agree. On the other hand, thanks they're giving us a heads up. They're trying to let us down easy. Appreciate it. When we come back.
I appreciate
it. How about this? If that thing said 40%, are you in?
Dog, I told you I'm buying it right now.
I don't think
I'm buying it at 20. Dude, I got to get gifts.
A Monk jersey?
Why not? It ain't Marvin Bagley jersey.
What do you mean, why not?
This ain't a Marvin Bagley jersey or anything like that.
So come June 1st, or excuse me, not June 1st.
July 1st?
July 1st, what happens?
Come on, man. It's still Malik
You
Monk,
keeping the
bro.
tags on?
Are you the one buying Jamarcus Russell Raiders jersey?
No, come on.
Give me some of that.
Y'all really think he gone? I'm not. I'm 5 out of 10 right now. I've not wavered in that.
That's a coin flip, man. That's not a lot of belief right there.
I got a Chris Bryant Giants jersey for you.
I'm trying to support my organization. And real quick, Compio, Draper said Tatum coast, and then he starts the Malik conspiracy. Come on, Draper. I didn't start the conspiracy.
Really?
I just presented the information. You could draw with it what you will. I just thought it was strange timing. That's it. I'm not saying he gone or anything. I just thought, dang, this is not a good look right here.
I'm not saying I'm just going to leave this here. I'm not saying anything, right? Make of it what you will.
Oh, you guys had to take it there.
Yeah. Well, we know what's up. That's all, right, Jay?
I see through the nonsense.
All right, I guess.
Brandon Ayuk. Oh, he's pessimistic about his new deal.
He's done.
Not buying
He's
that
out.
at all.
Send him to Philly.
Not buying that at all.
Ayuk is done.
Next on Sacktown Sports.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave inviting you to make the switch to electric this spring and save big with American Energy. Stay ahead of those spiking energy bills this summer with up to $9,000 in rebates on a new ultra-high efficiency comfort system. American Energy is providing huge rebates from SMUD as well as spring specials by installing one of many incredibly efficient AC options available to you right now. Get rid of those fluctuating gas bills in the winter and switch to year-round all-electric with American Energy. Let them perform a free in-home energy efficiency analysis and see where they can help you save for the warmer months ahead. These guys are the best. Been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981. A+ from the Better Business Bureau. Learn more by calling 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Hello, Sacramento. I'm Emran Pilati, owner of True Sports Cards and Collectible Store here in Rockland, California, and the host of the True Sports Cards Show that airs right here on Sacktown Sports 1140 every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m., where we discuss the latest trends, hottest products, and deliver exclusive interviews with other industry leaders. And don't forget to visit our shop, True Sports Cards, at 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland and see what we have for all your sports card and memorabilia needs.
Power Business Technology is proud to be 100% independent, locally owned, and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a 2022 Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at PowerCopier.com.
Hey, have you heard the amazing news from Boost Mobile? When you switch to Boost, you get 4 lines for $100, plus 4 free 5G devices, like the Samsung Galaxy A15 or the Moto G Stylus 5G. That's 4 lines for $100. Need another reason to switch? Boost offers high-speed data at low prices with no annual contracts and no credit checks. Switching is easy. Just head over to your local Boost Mobile store. New customers in select markets only. Requires port-in and ID verification. Other restrictions apply. See participating dealers for details.
You're ready for a perfect summer on the lawn. But wait, there are weeds, brown spots, and mosquitoes everywhere. It's time to call True Green, nutrient-rich fertilization. True Green applies fertilizers tailored to your lawn in precise amounts, enhancing turf growth with a deeper green hue. Get 1 application free. All you have to do is water and mow. Get a head start on an outdoor living space to be proud of. Hurry, offer ends June 18th. Get the best lawn at the best price, guaranteed. Restrictions apply. Call True Green today.
It's Kyle Draper here to let you know that the famous Bay Area pizza company, Amici's East Coast Pizzeria, has just opened its first location in Sacramento, offering takeout and delivery to the greater Sacramento area. To check out the menu and order online, visit Amici's.com and click on the Sacramento banner. As a special deal, all this week, when you enter promo code SAC50 at checkout, they'll give you 50% off any large pizza. So when you want to enjoy half-price pizzas with family and friends this week, use promo code SAC50 at Amici's.com, and Amici's delivers.
Dawn or dusk, I'm on the hunt. Skeeter here, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District, and I'm wearing Skeeter Vision, night vision goggles that light up skeeters at dawn or dusk like the 4th of July. Mosquito, 12 o'clock. Got him. So fight the bite by wearing long sleeves and pants at dawn or dusk when they're most active. Apply insect repellent and drain stagnant water. It's a breeding ground.
Dawn or dusk, the Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you to fight the bite. For more information or to report problems, go to fightthebite.net.
And local every afternoon, Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
We're still digesting the news that Malik Monk jerseys are 20% off at the Kings online store, or just at the team store.
It was the team store
weekend.
account. I'm not sure if it's the same price in there as well, but they did Domas last week, Malik this week, and so it's probably just something that they already had planned. I don't think it's any insight as to whether or not he's going to re-sign, because technically other teams can't even talk to Malik yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they had the inkling that he's leaving, where's he leaving to? Did somebody tamper with Malik? Will we have that? So I think it's just a coincidence, if you will.
Drapes, read those comments under that post.
Uh-oh.
It says Kings Team Store, and then, you just screenshotted it, but I see there's like 10, 11 comments. I want to see if anyone is saying anything about it.
Tell me this means he's staying. All right, somebody said that. Then somebody said 20% off, made me think this man, he's leaving. More willing to buy a Monk jersey if he stays. If he's not coming back, I need this to be 80% off. Somebody said this means he's gone. See, so it's everything.
So people, yeah.
Compio says they're clearing room for the new Klay Thompson gear.
No, we don't need that.
Soccer Dad Bod said if he's leaving, that percentage off would be higher.
I agree.
Queen 32 says sale for Monk is crazy. It's a sign Monk is gone.
Nah, I think it's a coincidence. And I also think there will be changes to the jerseys. So you got to clear out some of the old jerseys, the old look, to make way for the new updated look for this upcoming season.
Wouldn't we already know that?
No, I don't know. Would we? I don't know.
I mean, they have rules about that.
No, I'm not talking major changes. Just, every year they come out with a new kind of look or a new kind of just a tweak or something like that.
So you're promising us
Nope. I ain't even going down, Jay. I ain't even letting them start that. I'm not promising anything. All I know is after this show, I'm going to the Kings team store and stock up on some things. Got some gifts to buy.
If a 49er fan wants something he can keep long-term, should he be buying a 49er Brandon Ayuk jersey?
I don't think so. I think Ayuk is done. I think, and set up the story, if you will, Whitey. Set it up,
There's
big
no
fella.
story.
All
There
right.
is no story. TJ Hushmanzada, who is Brandon Ayuk's personal coach, he was on with my guys in the Bay, Willard and Dibbs, and he was saying, well, we were optimistic, but now we're not optimistic, and it's too bad, and blah, blah, blah. All he's doing is he's negotiating publicly. He is Brandon Ayuk's personal coach. That's all that's going on.
Let me ask you this, though, and here's why.
And I love TJ Hushmanzada.
And I'm going to read, on 95.7 The Game, Steiny and Guru had Matt Barrows. I wouldn't say contentious, talking about the negotiations, but it's been difficult negotiations with Brandon Ayuk. It's interesting, though, that the Niners used a first-round pick on a wide receiver. He's played well in spring. That's only strengthened the 49ers' stance. The fines will begin to pile up. There's no indication that the Niners will forgive Ayuk for absences like they did for Nick Bosa. And the issue I see with Brandon Ayuk is the team, the organization does not value him the way he sees himself.
Could you read that again? I'm sorry. What about the fines? Did he say they are not going to forgive his fines, or there's no indication? How exactly did
the fines will begin to pile up?
Yeah.
There's no indication that the Niners will forgive Ayuk for absences, like they did for
so
Nick
they could,
Bosa.
but
Matt
knows what's going on. Yeah.
This to me, and when we first brought this up with Jay, I remember, and I don't know if Jay said this on air or behind the scenes, we were talking about how much Ayuk should get. Oh, he's not in he's no Justin Jefferson. He's no he's no A.J. Brown, whatever. Well, you look at the market for wide receivers, and Ayuk, according to, his coach, the negotiations, they aren't close. It's disheartening, is what he said. It's clear Ayuk wants 28 to 30 million. I think the Niners don't value him as a number one top-tier receiver. And that's different than Nick Bosa, because everybody knew there was no question about Bosa and where he stood among defensive linemen. Ayuk, we all admit, he's no Justin Jefferson. He's no Tyreek Hill. But I said it the other day, Whitey and Jay, for the 49ers, in this system, he is their number one wide receiver option.
Mm-hmm. He's in his last year of his contract, right? So he's still under contract for this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have Pearsall now, and at some point, maybe sooner, maybe later, they got to make a decision on who's going. Maybe it's Debo, maybe it's Ayuk. I still think this is the way they typically do things. With Debo, remember a couple of years ago with Debo, it looked bad. On draft day, people thought they're going to trade Debo. And Debo was, the way he was scrubbing 49ers off social media, it looked like he was out.
Yeah.
And I forget exactly what he was saying, but he was saying things that had people going, ooh, and they figured it out. So I still think they're most likely going to figure it out.
But here's the difference, though. And
as far as Malik is gone, but Ayuk staying.
You got listen to you. Here's the thing, though. When we talk about Debo versus Brandon Ayuk, at the time, Debo was the offense. He was the stud offensive player. There was no CMC. Ayuk didn't become who. So Debo,
you're saying he had more leverage.
He had more leverage. Ayuk, they drafted a wide receiver first round. He's not viewed as the same level. I'm just saying it is what it is as the other guys that got paid. But in his mind, and I'm looking at this story right here on the web right now. 49ers rumors, Brandon Ayuk ceiling for his contract is $30 million. If Brandon Ayuk wants $30 million and the organization doesn't view him as a top-tier, number one, game-changing receiver, there might be a stalemate here.
Yeah, there could be. I mean, there's a stalemate.
Hold up, Whitey. Hold on. We got to set the parameters for this conversation.
There is a stalemate right now. They're not getting anywhere.
But we got to set that because I'm not discussing this like I'm an Eagles fan. I'm just saying from a football standpoint and an optics, and I want you and Jay, don't talk as Niners fans. Like, this is different than Bosa, right? We started the conversation a month ago. Jay was like 23 million, 24 million.
Yep.
Now we're talking 28, 30.
Yep.
That's a big difference, Jay.
Yeah, I both. I'm kind of on both sides right now with Ayuk, fellas. I see it what Whitey is saying as far as this is what the 49ers do. This is their MO. I'm not saying it's the best way to go about it, but this has literally been like the fourth or fifth player they've done this with. High profile, a skilled player, offensively or defensively. I will say this, though. The wide receiver market has been set. And this is where I agree with you, Drapes. The 49ers are going to have to come off money that they probably don't want to and shouldn't have if they would have put Ayuk in the mix of this 3 weeks ago,
earlier,
4 weeks ago, a month ago. And unfortunately now for the 49ers, unlike the Bosa, unlike Debo, because Debo was kind of setting his own market because remember he was coming off those handoff runs, a lot of things like that.
A wide back.
Yes, he was creating a whole different
everything.
Yeah, and as you said, they didn't have CMC. The difference is Ayuk level guys are getting $30 million. They really are.
Do you believe Ayuk is at that level? Like, that's what I'm saying.
For me, no.
Okay.
But I think the market has set, it's his turn. You're going to have to pay him 28 now. Like the 20, I was saying 25. That would have been my max. Unfortunately, with new cap space, and now that you look around, Justin Jefferson is the cream of the crop.
Right.
He's at 35.
Yeah.
So Ayuk's got to at least be at 28 now. It's the Mike Brown conversation.
Yeah, two things, and you guys are right. You just asked, isn't it different from what it was with Bosa? And you're right, because even with Bosa, as it dragged on, everyone seemed to be saying, that is, those who are close to the situation, yeah, they're probably going to get it done. They're going to get it done. This feels different. There are more people suggesting, and I'm not talking about just TJ Houshmandzadeh, but like even that Matt Barrows thing you read, suggested there's some sense that it might not get done. So that is different. The other thing I'll say is I'm wondering if the 49ers decide, he's not worth it. I just hope they're not being guilty of what I call with Kyle Shanahan scheme arrogance,
right.
Which is that old thing of like, there's a lot of people
we could plug and play anybody.
My system.
Yeah, you might be right about that. I think when you look at the 49ers offense and the pecking order, if you will, CMC, Brock Purdy, Trent Williams. To me, and I don't know this, but I'm just saying what I feel here. Those are the three the Niners feel like they can't be without. Those are the stalwarts, the rocks of your organization.
I'd add Fred Warner.
And I'm just talking offense, though.
Okay,
I'm just talking offense.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just saying from an offensive perspective. The other wide receivers, Debo, there's talk maybe this might be his last go around. I do feel like Ayuk isn't on that. We got to sign him. We got to keep this guy.
What you mean. Remember, I don't know, but it does seem that way. Remember Ayuk? Jay, you remember this. Ayuk, when he was a rookie, he got benched.
Yep. He was in a doghouse.
Yes.
That was the word.
Yes.
That was the word they were using. Oh, my goodness. Ayuk is in the doghouse, and he doesn't know why.
Yeah.
But I think you're spot on, Drapes. I mean, I removed the 49er colored glasses. Yeah. This isn't.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, this isn't ideal. This definitely isn't ideal because June 1st allowed them to have $28 million, top 5, as you guys reported, cap. The part of that, though, for me with the 49ers situation is, again, this is becoming how they do business. You don't want to do that because most people we talk to or hear from, the 49ers is an A1 organization. But when it comes to, stare downs and everything, they're starting to kind of get a reputation like, I don't know what now. CMC signed that quick. Fred Warner signed that money quick. So like you said, those are the stalwarts, which lets me know. I think, and this is what I said from the jump, Brandon Ayuk's productivity for what the 49ers, 100% what you agree with, but his productivity for where he fits in, the pantheon of the NFL, 78 catches ain't going to get it done. So that's the argument. I'm pretty sure this almost going to go to arbitration type situation, right?
Coming up, bottom of the hour, Sean Devaney's going to join us, NBA Insider. And when we come back, Drew Holiday sums up what makes the Celtics defense special with a comment that has gone viral with a capital V. It's next, Sacktown Sports.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Hot summer savings now at Maida Chevy with $12,000 off MSRP on every new Silverado half-ton Turbo Max in stock after rebates.
$12,000 off every Silverado LT Turbo Max at Maida Chevy with at least 5 at this price.
Hot summer savings up to $12,000 off MSRP exclusively at Maida Chevy at MaidaChevy.com. Sacramento Silverado headquarters. Together, let's drive.
Not available in special financing. We see some of the offers. Must trade in 2010 model year or newer and 7124.
Made a great deal at Maida.
At the Good Feet store, we take pain very seriously. Whether in the foot, knee, hip, or back, Good Feet makes over 300 styles, flexibilities, and sizes of pain-relieving arch supports. With 26 bones, 30 joints, and over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments in each foot, a lot can go painfully wrong. So there's a trained arch support specialist at each Good Feet store to give you a precision fit. Come in for a free fitting and test walk. No appointment necessary. Good Feet arch supports are HSA, FSA eligible.
The Good Feet store in Sacramento, Roseville, Vacaville. Online at goodfeet.com.
Sacramento, Dirk Bentley is coming to town.
Hey y'all, this is Dirk Bentley.
Saturday, September 28th at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo for Country in the Park 2. And he's bringing some friends.
This is Farmer. Take my hand, let me make you mine.
It's Dasha, Kelsey Hart, and more. Saturday, September 28th at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo. Get your tickets before they sell out at CITPfest.com. Brought to you by Hyatt Vacation Club and Xfinity.
Hey sports fans, it's JaVale McGee here. Are you ready for the event of the summer? It's the Jug Life Charity Softball Game hosted at Sutter Health Park on Saturday, June 15th. Join me and all my celebrity friends for the #1 event of the summer as our incredible community comes together for a cause that counts. The Jug Life charity softball game isn't just about softball. It's about giving back. All proceeds go to the water education programs and providing clean water to communities in need. Thanks to your support, our team with Jug Life is making a real difference, bringing hope and health to those who need it the most. Bring your family and friends for a day you won't forget. Cheer on your favorite stars as they hit it out the park for a great cause. Come celebrate Father's Day weekend at the Jug Life charity softball game that's happening on Saturday, June 15th. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at juglifewater.com. That's juglifewater.com. Join us, have fun, and make a difference. Jug Life. Drink water, give water, save water.
KHTKAM Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento.
Take it on the local level.
Live and local, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios. Sacktown Sports. The only station in Sacramento giving you local sports coverage from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Sacktown Sports.
I feel compelled to share the big Kings news, but Draper says, no, it's nothing. There's nothing there. Nothing to see here. There's no there.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
The 916. The team store said they would be highlighting a new player each week with discounted merch. Non-story.
Non-story.
That ain't even discounted.
20%?
That ain't no discount,
Look
man.
Jay, this ain't the outlets, man.
And listen,
Dang.
no, the outlets barely giving discounts, but 20%, you can catch that on an email. 20% ain't nothing. I understand you got to save face with the Kings. This one, we got to hold
don't
the
be
feet to the
saying
fire.
that. Don't be saying that, Jay. 20%?
That's nothing.
That's better than nothing. That's better than regular. See,
but only by 20%.
Jay the type, man. He want the full hookup. You sound like my mom. Can I tell you a story about my mom real quick? It was her birthday or Christmas or something like that. And, she texted me or called me. I can't remember. This is some years ago. This was when I lived in Boston. She is in Philly. Love my mom. Great mom. I mean, a tremendous. Love her to death. She's like, all right, so my birthday's coming up, right? I'm like, yeah. She's like, make sure you give me the full 100. I don't want the 25. And that sounds like Jay. I don't want the 20%. I want the full 75% off or something like that.
I said 30 to 35. At least entice me to come to the store to buy a player's gear that may not be here. Why am I spending $150, $200 on a jersey on a player? No disrespect to Malik Monk. I hope he gets paid wherever he goes. I'm a player's guy. Get his money, please.
Yes.
But you want me to spend $200.
So 20% don't motivate you is what you're saying.
To buy a team, but to buy a player who might not be here?
He's right. That's the thing. They should have a bigger discount for Malik.
Yes.
Because he might not be here.
That's where you guys are wrong.
Or just wait and don't put him out there yet.
Right.
How about this? They believe he's going to be here, so they're treating him just like every other. Sabonis last week was 20%.
With that is they don't know, do they? Nobody knows. We don't know.
Exactly. So hold on.
For a guy that
don't even
might
do
not
that.
be here.
How did we start this
Jay.
conversation last segment? Oh, he gone. He's out of here. If they thought that, to your point, 50%.
No matter what
70%.
Or what I think. The thing is, no one knows whether he's going to be here or not, right? So I agree with Jay. 20% off on a guy that might not be here is like, give me something to work with.
So let me ask this to you then, Drapes. Let's say, and I'm knocking on wood, I don't even want to say this. Let's just say Mr. Monk decides to sign somewhere else.
Yeah.
You just bought that jersey. That's your guy. Understandable. I'm going to put that out there.
That's my guy.
That's your guy. No problem. So let's remove, as you told Whitey, remove your Sacramento Kings glasses.
Yep.
Let's just say it's not your guy. Right? It's player A. It's not Malik Monk. You're enticed knowing this guy's a free agent off the 20%.
Yeah. I would think, man, that's a good deal. I have jerseys of players I'm not even a fan of their team. I just like the player. If you're a Malik Monk fan, whether he's wearing Charlotte, Lakers, Sacramento, you're a Malik Monk fan. Why wouldn't you? You're a fan of Malik Monk.
Take everybody in the roster, all their jerseys, okay?
Yeah.
They're all for sale. They're all 20% off. Well, that's the one that should be more than 20% off
Yes.
because he might not be here.
Might not be here.
You don't know.
But Yahoo's like you guys would be like, oh, it's 50% off. He must be gone.
Yes, we would. But so what? He's either going or he's not.
The Kings can't win, man. That's messed up. The Kings can't win with this one. Oh, my gosh.
What do you think, Jay? 33%, maybe?
20%. You guys just said
35.
If for a guy that may or may not be here,
coin flip,
it should be 50%.
Easy.
I'm saying that because they put it at 20%, they're not operating like he's a guy that shouldn't be.
No,
here.
see,
he's one of the 12 or 15 on the team.
Let me flip the conspiracy. I think, kind of like what Whitey is saying, I think they're doing the 20% to get the most out of it right now. Because guess what? If Malik Monk leaves here, them jerseys, they're going straight to Ross.
You guys are your conspiracy theories.
Those jerseys are going straight to Family Bargain Center.
It just can't be coincidence. It can't be coincidence.
Country.
It can't be accidental. It can't be a coincidence.
Them things are going to be at Ross for $14.99.
Everybody got jokes now. All right, you guys are appealing to the YouTube chatters and all the texters and all that. I'm trying to have a substantive conversation.
We're hosts of the people. That's what we do on this show. Are we not?
Terrible,
Ain't that
man.
what you say?
That's terrible, man.
The problem with 20% off on Malik is that it's going to cost me whatever that difference is to get the jersey insurance. They actually have that, right?
Oh, I've heard. Yeah,
jersey
the league
insurance. I think
a few years ago they started this. right?
Yeah. So that
if your player's traded or goes
swap it out for another
Mhm.
jersey. Well, that the 20%. Well, I have to get that. What am I really saving? That's all. I'm saying.
Zero.
My boy Steven Torres. End of the day, I might go with Drapes. If Monk is one of your favorite players, go for it. But that's a certain percentage of people. Minnesota Garnett jersey is probably my favorite that I own.
Man, that's a legend, a Hall of Famer, a retro. That's retro. We're talking about players right now.
You're dissing Malik Monk now.
No. Well, first of all, Malik's not a Hall of Famer, first of all.
He's a Sacramento legend, though.
Garnett began his career and ended his career with.
How about this, fellas?
Apples and oranges.
Malik Monk will be forever remembered as part of the team that ended the drought.
Agreed.
That team will always live among Sacramento lore.
I can't make any money off
grandparents will be telling their grandkids about it.
And that's
in
when you
20
pull
years.
out your retro Malik Monk jersey.
Right, your Malik Monk jersey.
Absolutely.
Somebody said, your boy Rockin' New Era. This your guy, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to buy a jersey, buy a throwback. So it doesn't matter whether he's on the team or not.
But it ain't a throwback. That's the point we're talking about.
Man,
so then why them guys ain't got Malik Monk Charlotte jerseys?
Man, Charlotte was a trash franchise, bro. They were dogs when he was there. Come on, man. If you bought the Malik jersey now, let's just say you buy it right now, 20% off, and he leaves, guess what?
What?
When Malik and his new team comes back, I'm rocking it. Malik, can you sign this jersey for me? I'm still
Everybody
a Malik
Kyle
guy.
Draper, though.
I'm still a Malik guy, though.
Everybody ain't Kyle Draper, though.
So if he changes laundry, you can't be a fan of his?
No. That's not what I'm saying. Everybody doesn't have the access that you do, right?
Yeah.
So that's what my whole point of it is. Why is Malik Monk completely different than anybody else in this country when they change teams? Now all of a sudden his jersey ain't supposed to go on sale.
It is, but he hasn't changed teams yet, Jay.
But that's the point. We don't know. So why bust down the whole spread?
Man, I feel like I'm in the Matrix with you guys today, man. Cal God, take me away. You guys are killing me today, man.
Drew Holiday sums up what makes the Celtics defense very special. As we said, it's gone viral. Right back with that on Sacktown Sports.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Kyle Draper. Drapes here for Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. We know Northern California has gorgeous weather, and I tell you what, this weather is prime for car shopping. How about a road trip in a newer pre-owned Mercedes-Benz? My friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton, they do a pretty cool job. They are the dream makers. They make their living outfitting people like you and I with the finest car in the world. Mercedes-Benz of Stockton's gorgeous new dealership, and you got to go check out their gorgeous new dealership, Mercedes Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. It's only a half hour from Sacramento, straight down I-5. It has a huge selection of brand new and pre-owned Mercedes vehicles. They've also got an amazing commercial van center. So if you own a small business, their commercial van center can outfit you with Sprinter vans that can haul anything. And you can qualify for very generous tax breaks if you use it for your business. It's Kyle Draper from Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. Go check them out anytime online at mbfstockton.com.
This segment is brought to you by Kia of Vacaville. Check them out at kiavacaville.com.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
What's your favorite jersey that you own? I don't have a lot of jerseys. I have a Johnny Unitas jersey that I bought for a special occasion once, but I
don't really have a lot. Like, I got a lot of Celtics jerseys. I got a Dwight Howard All-Star jersey signed. My son has all the jerseys, though. He's the jersey king. He got like 25 of them. Probably the favorite one that he has. He got that UCLA Zach LaVine. He got a Steph Curry Warriors sign. He got Fox, Sabonis. No throwbacks really, though. He had a Embiid one or Ben Simmons one, but and Ben Simmons now ain't. It's like But well, how about you?
No, I don't really. I did see. I know Imran's going to join us today. I was at a store this morning. They have a alternate Zach LaVine Bulls jersey.
Do they?
Some weird black and gold.
Really?
Yeah, and it might have been autographed. Based on the price, I thought it was autographed, but I couldn't find the autograph. So
couldn't find it.
Yeah, I think it's on here somewhere.
Right?
Yeah.
Can I tell you a real quick? I don't think I've ever. Shoot, Brock Purdy might be Brock Purdy might have been the first jersey I've ever bought for myself. I don't wear jerseys. I'm not a jersey guy. I'm a collector, stuff like that. But usually, like I said, Celtics, I get them, Kings, stuff like that. But actual hard-earned money, I'm going to go to the store, buy this guy's jersey to wear. I can't even recall an NBA one.
What do you got, Jay? You got any baseball or anything?
Favorite one?
You got Ricky Henderson hanging up somewhere.
Nah, I don't got Rick. I'm kind of more in your boat, friends, family. You try to rock their jerseys. I would say my favorite one that's in the closet, probably Juwan Howard.
Oh, you got Juwan Howard jersey?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I love the Fab Five.
Yeah.
As a young man, 6 years old or whatever that was. Love Juwan. I got everybody's got a Griffey, right?
I don't have no jersey. Everybody's got a Griffey.
Everybody's got a Griffey.
No.
I haven't pulled that out the plastic. Love Griffey. Griffey.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Dang. You got any or no?
No, I got one or two that's generic.
Right.
Actually, I got one from the Kings once. They said, whatever jersey you want. And I ordered it was a Kings, but it was Maurice Stokes who used
old school.
Yeah. And someone said, they won't do that for you. And
they did it.
Put the name on and
was it the new Kings look or was it an old King?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a Stokes. And that's kind of I appreciated that. But I have a Unitas jersey that I got for something I was doing a video.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Is there anyone that you guys was like, what, the one, and it's nothing major. The one I have looked for lately is Iverson.
Ooh.
Just because I'm I loved Iverson growing up.
Yeah.
Why have I never got an Iverson jersey?
Today is his birthday.
Is
also.
it? Yes.
Yeah, I believe today is Allen Iverson's birthday.
I wonder if that's going to show up in our
what?
Wayback Machine.
Oh, maybe.
Actually, it's not.
How is that? See, this is rigged. No basketball, though.
I didn't say there was no basketball.
All right.
Tony Gwynn, I'd probably be the one I get.
Tony Gwynn, that's a good.
Who's your? Is that your favorite baseball player or just?
No, just his special. One of, I'd say, not the favorite necessarily, but special place.
You know who my favorite baseball player is of all time?
Mo Vaughn.
No. Ooh, close, Jay. Close.
Ryan Howard.
Nope. It's actually a Boston Red Sox.
Oh.
Roger Clemens.
Ooh, the Rocket.
Roger Clemens. You would never have guessed that. Never.
Years.
But this is as a kid, not new Roger Clemens, old when he was playing, that kind of, I was Rocket Roger Clemens.
How is that?
Do I really got to get into this? Real quick. And I told this story before, but I'll tell it again. Used to play micro league baseball with my boy Fred Hilkowitz in middle school. He'd go home, crunch the numbers or whatever. The computer would spit it out. And so I had Roger Clemens. I had Ellis Burks. I had Mike Greenwell. So the Red Sox back then, that was my squad.
Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. Speaking of Boston, did you hear what Drew Holiday said last night about the Celtics defense? He's talking about how
Drew said it. I didn't say it.
A lot of guys at guard. I quote, I think even our white guys guard. So,
he said that.
And I guess a lot of people are noticing that. It doesn't seem like it's really a controversy, right? I mean,
I think he said it before, and it's sort of a compliment, if you will. You know what I mean? And so I don't think there's any negative connotation there.
I mean, I could see how some people might be upset by it, but no one is that I know of. And I certainly wasn't upset by it. I thought it was funny, and it's also like you say, it's pretty clear he was kind of half joking, but he meant it as even our white guys.
Yeah, these guys are locking in. Yeah, and you saw the game, and I saw some of the social media tweets about it. They even said Sam Hauser had a couple of good defensive possessions on Luka Doncic. And so to Drew Holiday's point, everybody's buying in defensively.
Yeah.
Ooh, the
by the way,
score.
Well, I want to make sure I got this right. Yesterday, I was telling you about a guy I like, and you don't like him, and he was 0 for 7 last night, 0 for 5 beyond the arc. Peyton Pritchard.
I told you Peyton Pritchard is not it. No offense, Oregon Ducks, but exactly Peyton Pritchard. You know who Peyton Pritchard is? And he might be a nice guy. And I don't want to make it personal. Peyton Pritchard is that dude that steps on the court, thinks he's going to get 40, thinks he's the best player out there. Dude, play your position. Know your role. You ain't got to come out here and chuck it up. That's what I had to learn this season. He was me earlier this season at the Lifetime League when I was going.
He's a good player.
But you got to let
the Kings.
You got to let the game come to you, Whitey. You can't know your role. And one thing I've been doing the last few games is I'm not even shooting the first few minutes I get in the game. I'm making the extra pass. That's how Peyton Pritchard. He's coming out looking for buckets. Dude, play your position.
That's his role. Come in and make shots.
Not when you got Tatum, Brown, Porzingis.
Well, he's a reserve.
This dude playing with a chip on his shoulder. Come on, man.
It's interesting. The Mario Elie, the way he broke down game one for us. We talked to Mario Elie today. And one of the most interesting breakdowns of the game I saw this morning was how Boston's game plan was to avoid lobs and avoid corner threes.
Did a heck of a job.
Yeah, and that's what Mario Elie said. He said, they didn't give up any lobs or corner threes in the first half. That, I think, was one of the absolute keys to the game. Yeah, Dallas didn't shoot the three ball well, but Boston did a great job of forcing them away from the types of threes they like to take.
Right, and P.J. Washington lived off the corner threes earlier this season. Derek Jones Jr. as well. And I wonder, and we'll have Sean Devaney on coming up next segment, NBA Insider, to talk about this. I wonder if the Mavs just had a cold shooting night. They were just 7 of 27 from 3. I look at Derek Jones Jr. for the game, 2 of 9 shooting, only took 2 twos. So he was 1 of 7 from 2-point range. Will that happen in game 2? And so I'm not ready to end this series just yet.
No. But Boston clearly forced Dallas into some things they don't like to do. Right. So, they had a bad shooting night. But to me, those things usually quite often go hand in hand. You force a team away from the things they like to do. You get them out of their rhythm a little bit. It's harder to make those shots.
Yeah. And you look at the assist numbers. How about only 9 assists for Dallas? 1 by Luka Doncic. Like, that's not Dallas basketball, especially when it comes to Luka. And so we'll see what adjustments. I don't know.
Can't get an assist when
nobody's making shots. Exactly. And I'm looking at the Mavs stat sheet here. Derek Jones Jr. 2 of 9, PJ 5 of 11, Kyrie 6 of 19. Of the starting 5, only Daniel Gafford shot 50% or better. Somebody said something. Hold on. Don't say nothing, Whitey. Let me look.
Compio has a comment for you.
Has to hit the court with energy and putting up shots because Tatum coasts. Compio, take a break, big fella. My God. You know what? You know what it is? The word on the street is that Carmichael Dave used to be a caller, And that's how he sort of got in and got.
Yeah, that's true. That's confirmed.
I feel like Campio's trying to do it the YouTube route, though. Commenting on every single thing. We love you. We appreciate you, big fella. But this is a 2-man show, and then we got my guy Jay. It ain't no 3-man show here for you, Campio. Keep your comments to yourself. No,
by the way,
joking,
Campio's most valued.
I'm just, you know what I mean? He auditioning here on the YouTube chat right now. Campio.
He's got a Willie Mays jersey he likes. Number 24 is most valued jersey.
Who said that?
That's Campio.
Campio has that?
Yeah, that's nice.
You know, Campio also said he would give me golf lessons too. He said that the other day. And so this guy is like, what's the he can do everything.
He can.
You know
I think he offered to fix my lawnmower. Seriously, I think
did he really?
And
No.
it's like not the type he fixes or
This
something.
dude
It's
can't
like,
be real.
I would have taken him up on it, but it's like, no, that's not. It's not that.
Are we
type
getting
of lawnmower.
catfished?
Yeah, I think so, man.
Campio real?
Campio ain't even a real person. Come on, man. AI bot out there or something like that.
Well, good luck to your Mavs, to both of you. Game 2 Sunday. But, you know, still first 2 games on the road, still kind of playing with house money. And already they've shown they can lose the first game badly and still bounce back and win a series.
Yeah, 100%. We saw that, earlier this playoffs. I mean, the Mavs, that wasn't their style of game yesterday. They got hit in the mouth and they got dazed and confused. First round, Celtics went for the knockout and pretty much had it. I'll be interested to see. Game 2 is the game. That's when I want to see. Now teams are in a rhythm. Now, they know what to expect at TD Garden. So I look for a better effort from Dallas.
It's just a fact, though. If you line up the players, you make a list, best players in this series, you got the first 4, obviously, is pretty even. After that, you got to go a ways before you get to Indy Mavericks.
After what?
After the first 4, because you got that's just a fact. Kyrie,
no doubt,
Luka, Brown, Tatum, and then you're gonna be naming Celtics.
Oh yeah,
for a while.
The Celtics are a better team. They have they're a more talented team, but as we know, the best team doesn't always win. I mean, Denver was one of the best teams all season. Minnesota, it's the hottest team, the team that plays the best at that moment. And so Celtics got game 1. I'm looking forward to game 2.
Sean Devaney's going to join us. We would talk to him about the finals, but I guess we have to talk about Danny Hurley, right? That's the only
that's the only thing
story
that's
going on right now, right? He joins us next on Sacktown Sports.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. As we head into the weekend, expect to have a nice evening to open up the windows. Delta breeze will come through, knocking temperatures back to the upper 50s first thing Saturday morning. We'll see sun and clouds Saturday afternoon with highs in the upper 80s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Your water heater, old, rusty, forgotten, we hardly ever even think about them until there's no hot water. Right now, get incredible rebates up to $3,000 off and financing available for as little as $40 a month. Leave it to Bonnie to crank up the heat.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Whitey here, reminding you that not all gas grills are created equal. Bring out all the delicious flavors in your grilled meats with the amazing Napoleon Prestige and Prestige Pro line of outdoor cookers. My Napoleon Stainless Steel Pro Series gas grill has turned me into a grilling pro with features other grills cannot match. They're built different, built better, built to last. Made with premium stainless steel that boasts quality and a lifetime warranty. I may never want to cook indoors again. Napoleon grills and accessories are now available at your nearby Amy's, Ace Hardware in Sacramento, and now El Dorado.
Hey, have you heard the amazing news from Boost Mobile? When you switch to Boost, you get 4 lines for $100, plus 4 free 5G devices, like the Samsung Galaxy A15 or the Moto G Stylus 5G. That's 4 lines for $100. Need another reason to switch? Boost offers high-speed data at low prices with no annual contracts and no credit checks. Switching is easy. Just head over to your local Boost mobile store. New customers in select markets only. Requires port-in and ID verification. Other restrictions apply. See participating dealers for details.
You're ready for a perfect summer on the lawn. But wait, there are weeds, brown spots, and mosquitoes everywhere. It's time to call True Green, nutrient-rich fertilization. True Green applies fertilizers tailored to your lawn in precise amounts, enhancing turf growth with a deeper green hue. Get one application free. All you have to do is water and mow. Get a head start on an outdoor living space to be proud of. Hurry, offer ends June 18th. Get the best lawn at the best price, guaranteed. Restrictions apply. Call True Green today.
Why'd the kid jump off the boat? I don't know. Why? Peer pressure. Oh, good one, Ned.
Ned isn't funny, but Ned owns a boat, and you don't. So every time Ned tells another one of his unfunny boat puns, you're going to laugh loud and keep on laughing until you get a boat of your own.
A pier where you put a boat. Yeah, I get it.
And when you do get a boat of your own, make sure you save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for up to half the cost. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 1, 5, and 10 gig data plans with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon January 2024.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Are you one of those players that finishes a round, takes off your golf shoes, and dumps them in your car trunk? Golf Digest says you can extend the life of your shoes with just a bit of care. Use a little warm water and maybe a drop of soap to wipe away any dirt after your round. Actually, I just wipe mine with a wet towel when I take them off and they stay looking like new. Also use shoe trees to maintain their shape and keep the insides dry. If you have more than one pair, rotate them so you don't wear the same shoes 2 days in a row. Change your spikes because new spikes will help you get more traction for your faster than necessary swing. And with Sacramento's hot summers, give your shoes a break and don't leave them in the trunk of your car. That will suck the life right out of them. With so many brands, styles, and colors on the market today, you can certainly find the right pair for your personality and your game. When you think about it, golf shoes are really part of your equipment. Treat them well. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
The Drive Guys, live and local, every afternoon, Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
You know, I'm a huge Frank LaRosa fan.
Yes.
And I got to say, he just did his Golf to Go about how to take care of your golf shoes. Of
Yep.
all the Golf to Goes that he's ever done, that's certainly one of them. How about that? How to take care of your golf shoes.
Great advice right there.
It's better than one about sunscreen.
Sunscreen. He did give us a 411 a lesson on sunscreen.
I know. And he invited me to play.
I was going to say.
This weekend.
You lucky Sean's coming here because we got to talk about that. That's a conversation down the show in the next 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, I take it back. Nice enough to join us now, NBA insider for Heavy.com, Sean Devaney. How are you today, Sean?
How are you guys?
We're doing
What's up,
fine.
Sean?
Yeah, and thank you for your time.
What's going on? That's my guy, Sean Devaney.
Yeah,
we go way back.
Yeah,
Our
give
days
us
in
a-
Boston.
How far back?
Oh, shoot. 15 years or so?
15
Something like
I
that?
worked with Sean over at Sporting News Radio.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, he was at Sporting
Yeah.
News. It's like, what, 2012 or something?
Okay.
It's making me feel old, but that's all right. I like it.
we all old. Hey, Sean, what you think about last night, game one? Did you go to that? Were you in attendance last night?
Yeah, and it was probably everything that the Celtics could have hoped it would be. You know, I mean, everything that all the boxes they wanted to check, they got checked. And, you know, the defense was there, both on Luka and sort of daring the other players to beat them with their shooting, and they weren't able to do that. So you had that. You had Porzingis come in and really have an impact. So you got that box checked, and the defense, was great. Of course, the shooting was there, and that's, you know, in the end, that's what this is going to come down to is how many games can the Celtics shoot about 40% from the 3-point line. They're going to do it at least 4 times, and when they do, they'll win the series.
Do you think we're headed for another short series?
Maybe 6 games, because like I said, the Celtics have a habit of beating themselves. You know, they're going to have a game where they have a clunker, they're not making shots, and you know, they've done that in the playoffs a couple times, and they did that during the regular season plenty of times. So I think that it'll happen at least once, and then possibly twice. So I could see this going 6 games, probably more likely 5, but yeah, it's going to be tough for the Mavericks. If the Celtics are making their shots, there's no way the Mavericks can beat them. It's really going to. The Celtics' biggest competition here is themselves, no question.
Yeah, exactly. The Celtics will have to lose this series. I don't think the Mavericks can win this series. I want to ask you about Kyrie Irving, because you know the relationship Kyrie has with the city of Boston. He's on a historic losing streak right now to the Celtics. Just can't seem to buy a win against those guys. Why is life so difficult for Kyrie when he faces the Celtics?
Yeah, I thought he probably made a mistake by talking about it as much as he did coming into the series, because it looked to me like he was pressing. It looked to me like he really wanted to make a point, and he wanted to be the guy on the big stage. And of course, he goes out, and I think he was 0 for 7 from the 3-point line, 6 for 19 from the field. It looked to me like he had put too much pressure on himself, and if that's going to be the case, then you've got to live up to it, and he just has struggled to do that in Boston. I think he comes back to the city and really feels like he has something to prove. I didn't think, he said afterwards that he didn't think the reaction was that bad. I agreed. I didn't think it was that bad. It seemed like maybe people have moved on a little bit and have other fish to fry here. But I thought that by putting as much pressure on himself as he did, he kind of set himself up for the kind of game that he had in game 1.
Sean Devaney is with us, NBA Insider, Heavy.com. Sean, I threw out a question earlier, and Drapes kind of came down on me pretty hard. So I know you've known him a long time, so you're going to side with him probably, and that's fine. I understand. But it's something that I threw out, and then we've had some response from listeners. Is it ridiculous to ask the question, is Jaylen Brown better than Jason Tatum?
I mean, it's not ridiculous in terms of, look, Jaylen Brown does some things that that Jason Tatum's never going to be able to do in terms of, sort of the grit and the toughness and some of the things he does that can spark a team, inspire a team a little bit. He probably does those things better. And, no question that there are nights when he's better, but overall, the size that Jason Tatum has, the scoring ability, the ease with which he can score when he's working, when it's on, and really what he's done in the last couple of years to build out his game a little, especially since the 2022 finals, where when he wasn't scoring, he really had trouble having a big impact. He's become a much better passer. He's a very, very good rebounder. Doesn't get enough credit for that. And he's an excellent defensive player. So, overall, it's still Jason Tatum, no question. But I would concede that certainly there are nights. Look, there's nights when Jaylen Brown looks like one of the best 2 or 3 players in the league. Right. And like I say, there's things that he does that Jason Tatum just doesn't have in him. But overall, I think if you're rating the 2 games, I think you've got to put Tatum ahead.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Sean, and I was saying about Jason Tatum, and I probably used the wrong word because people jumped on my case about it. I said, at times it looks like he coasts, meaning, to your point, I feel like early Tatum was always trying to get buckets and didn't have much else. Like, I feel like now he lets the game come to him and gives the game what it needs. If they need a 30-piece, 40-piece, he can do that. If they need a 10 rebounds, he could do that. 7 assists, he can do that. Have you seen that maturity from Jason Tatum in that regard?
Yeah, I would agree with that. And last night was a perfect example. Everybody was at the trough, and Jason Tatum could have gone in there and tried to feed himself. He did take 16 shots, but that's not that many. Had the 5 assists. Went to the free throw line only a couple times. He wasn't forcing the issue. 3 for 7 from the 3-point line himself. He kind of just did what his team needs to do. And you do hear this narrative of well, he's got to win the MVP to really prove something. Well, no, he doesn't. They just got to win a championship. If he can win a championship, who cares who wins the MVP? That's not what it's all about. If he wins a championship, he will have proven there won't be much left to say for him. People like to move the goalposts and put up all these different barriers to great players and how they define a great player. But yeah, Jason Tatum, you're right. It does look like he just. And that's what you want a great player to do, is just make the game easy. And when they get in trouble, and Kyle, you know this, when they get in trouble is when they try to play hero ball, when they try to do it all themselves and not share the ball. It's been that way for 4, 5, 6 years now. So, really coasting is not a derogatory term for Jason Tatum. When he's playing like that, it just means, like you say, he's letting things come to him, which has not always been the case.
That's Kyle Draper apologist Sean Devaney.
That's my guy, man. We go quick, man.
I'm kidding. Sean, the whole thing here with the Lakers and Danny Hurley, do you think it would be an inspired hire for them if they're able to pull that off?
I think so. I keep hearing I was watching some things on ESPN and Fox this morning, and everybody was saying, wow, this would be to be able to get him out of Connecticut and get him to the Lakers, and build a program there. And I was kind of like, what are we talking about here? We're talking about a coach who's never coached in the NBA. We're talking about a coach who's, been a fantastic college coach, but does so by, doing what college coaches do and kind of running things like a dictator, which he should. It's not a criticism. That's what you got to do at that level. Running things like a dictator, being very out front and in your face and all that stuff. And I just have a hard time believing that that's going to translate to the NBA. X's and O's, he's got that for sure. I don't know if he's got the demeanor. To take an unproven guy and say we're going to give him, possibly $100 million, 5 years and $100 million. There's something I'm not seeing here. And it's been strange to me, the way everybody seems to have jumped on board with this thing. And it doesn't seem like many people are saying, wait, you're going to do what now? Because, you've got LeBron James for 2-3 more years tops. Don't you want somebody who has won? Don't you want somebody who is, you've got to take advantage while you've got, while you still have a couple years of prime LeBron James left.
So you would have hired JJ Redick then? I'm kidding.
That was just as strange to me.
I know.
Yeah, the whole thing. Really, to me, this all fell apart in 2019 when they tried for whatever reason lowball Ty Lue. That was the guy they wanted. That's the guy LeBron has thrived with, and really the only guy that LeBron has been able to stomach for more than 2 or 3 years. So to lowball him back in 2019, they wind up missing the boat on Monty Williams as well, and they wind up with their third choice, Frank Vogel, who led him to a championship in the bubble, but it was still a championship. It really just nothing has been right since then. Ty Lue is really the guy they should have gotten, but they really, I'll never understand why they tried to lowball Ty Lue the way they did a few years ago. I think they've been paying the price ever since.
Sean, do you have a problem with them leaking that information and trying to upstage the finals?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I'm surprised, frankly, that it stayed under wraps as long as it did. This is the NBA. We've got a bunch of chatty Cathys in all these front offices. It's amazing that nobody had leaked it before. And frankly, I don't know the exact ins and outs of all this. I think it only came out because Woj has a long history of covering UConn, and probably got it through that side of things rather than through the Lakers side of things. So I'm not sure that they leaked it that way. I think it might have come from the other side, frankly, just because of Woj's context. I can't say I know that for sure, but that's my guess.
Sean Devaney with us. And Sean, your boy Drapes has Sacramento in an uproar today because earlier today he reported that the Kings team store is selling, and this is true, the Kings team store this weekend is selling Malik Monk jerseys 20% off. And they've been doing all year, all summer long. They sell, different jerseys 20% off, so maybe it means nothing. Not to put you on the spot, but do you have any theory or any information on the latest on where Malik Monk could or maybe is expected to end up?
I think he winds up staying put. I think he's found a niche, a role if they can work it out. It's definitely proven to be the best place for him. He's gonna be on the open market. There's gonna be money, and there's gonna be teams that miss out, and so somebody might come up with something silly that the Kings can't match. But I think it'd be a shame because he's done so well there and sort of rebuilding his career. But certainly you've got to put that. You've got to possibly get yourself ready to sell your Malik Monk jerseys for maybe 50% off in the coming months. But I think he said it himself, in a perfect world he stays in Sacramento and hopefully they find a way to work that out.
Sean, we appreciate your time very much. Enjoy the weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, guys.
All right, Sean. Thanks, bro.
Yeah,
all right,
thank you. When we come back, forget Kendrick versus Drake. We got Kendrick versus LeBron, which may be hotter. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a new look to the WNBA tonight. Is there something I've missed here? That's when we come right back.
Okay.
Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
I remember as if it were yesterday. I reached down to move a nightstand and was astonished at the weight of the piece. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa with a word about Naturewood Home Furnishings. At that moment, I instantly recognized the difference between Naturewood's quality furniture that will last a lifetime versus lesser quality furniture found elsewhere. Now, I suppose there's a huge difference in what you'd put in your first apartment and what you would live with in the comfort of your own home. Right now, Naturewood Home Furnishings Made in USA sale is a great time to fill your home with solid, superior quality furniture to reflect your own love for life. With brands like Sam Moore, Stanton, Stickley, Hilltop Hickory, Simply Amish, and many more, Naturewood Home Furnishings has tables, chairs, couches, and, yes, nightstands, and more at their Made in USA sale. Find furniture that will be with you forever. Naturewood Home Furnishings, off Highway 50 at Hazel. Look for the water wheel.
It's Kyle Draper here to let you know that the famous Bay Area Pizza Company, Amici's East Coast Pizzeria, has just opened its first location in Sacramento, offering takeout and delivery to the greater Sacramento area. To check out the menu and order online, visit amicis.com and click on the Sacramento banner. As a special deal, all this week, when you enter promo code SAC50 at checkout, they'll give you 50% off any large pizza. So when you want to enjoy half-price pizzas with family and friends this week, use promo code SAC50 at amicis.com and Amici's delivers.
At Ashton & Price, over the last 25 years, we've won just about every injury case you can think of. Slip and fall, falling merchandise, fell through rotted decking, we won those. Dangerous stairs, falls into holes, dog bites, won them. Injured while pedestrian or on a bicycle, auto, motorcycle, big rig, company vehicle, Uber, or Lyft accident, we've won them all. And the best news is there's no fee until you win. So no matter how you got injured,
remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
I'm Tiffany, founder of Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from 1 Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for business. Make more what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Hey, it's Carmichael Day for my good friends at American Energy. Now, I've told you this before, but this is what we call extending a good deal. Right now, American Energy Heat and Air is offering an HVAC diagnostic for $99. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Never mind. They're offering it free. It's a $99 value, but you get it for $0. Let the American Energy team test your system connections and all the moving parts of that system to ensure that it's functioning properly. Now, this is a limited time offer. Call today to schedule your appointment at 916-520-9990. Speak to the company that has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau that's been making the greater Sacramento area proud since 1981. 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Hot summer savings now at Maida Chevy with $12,000 off MSRP on every new Silverado half-ton Turbo Max in stock after rebates.
$12,000 off every Silverado LT Turbo Max at Maida Chevy with at least 5 at this price.
Hot summer savings up to $12,000 off MSRP exclusively at Maida Chevy at MaidaChevy.com. Sacramento Silverado headquarters. Together, let's drive.
Not available with special financing, leasing, some other offers. Must trade in 2010 model year or newer and 7124.
Made a great deal at Maida.
From Sean Devaney, NBA insider from Heavy.com, who just told us he thinks Malik's staying.
How about that? See? See?
And thank you, Kyle. What I was alluding to before we went to break on the WNBA, we got him on here, Washington and Indiana. I'd never seen that ball before.
Yeah. It's a special ball they're using for their Commissioner Cup, their in-season tournament. Commissioner Cup. Yeah, you know.
They have an in-season tournament in the WNBA?
Yes. Where you been at,
Did you know that, Jay?
No, not at all.
I didn't know that either.
Dude, you learn something new every day hanging with your boy Drapes. Yes. So they're using a special ball for their in-season tournament, WNBA Commissioner's Cup.
How long is the WNBA season? It's not that long, is it?
It's through the summer, right?
I know, but it's not very many games, is it?
What is it, 30 or 40 games, something like that?
I mean, 82 games, like some of these aren't as important. We'll have a tournament. I just didn't know they had a Commissioner's Cup in the WNBA.
See?
I like that ball better than the regular one.
You like this one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now you got to, I'm watching my girl Caitlin Clark put in work here against the Washington Mystics. I got a box score update for you. I saw her hit a logo 3 earlier. I saw her with a dribble drive layup as well. Looks to be playing under a lot more control, not as many turnovers so far. And so Caitlin Clark, the Fever up 25-19. She's 2 for 3. How about this, Whitey? 5 points, 5 assists.
She's got a chance to rest a little bit, right?
Yeah, they haven't played since Monday, I think it was, Sunday maybe. And so some time off to put in some new sets, if you will, have some practice time. And so they're looking good. Another 3-ball.
Just FYI, guys, this season, WNBA, 40 games, 20 at home, 20 away.
There you go.
But some of those aren't meaningful enough, so we got to have a Commissioner's Cup. All right.
Man, you're just negative today.
You don't need
huh? You
one.
just said, why not?
Yeah.
You weren't watching no matter what.
That's the problem. I don't watch enough to realize I had one. That's
now,
on me.
Now
Thank
you do. Yeah.
Thank you. I will say this. I don't always agree with Commissioner Silver, but I thought it was right on the money yesterday when he did his annual Game 1 conference. And he talked about the foul, the Kennedy Carter foul on Caitlin Clark. And he said, this is a type of treatment that heralded rookies have gone through for years. He said it was a welcome to the league moment. That's absolutely right.
Not. I disagree with that. This is extra. Welcome to the league moments. You don't pick them up full court 94 feet. That doesn't happen to any just regular rookie. Candace Parker, Diana Taurasi ain't have to face that 94 feet. I saw on social media, I forget the site, they did a deep dive. Caitlin Clark is doubled more at a higher rate than any other rookie player in the NBA, WNBA. So on there, she's blitzed more than anybody. She's picked up full court more than anybody. So this isn't just she's just another rookie. She's a special rookie. And I believe, it's because of her skills, yes, but some people are trying to stick it to her. I'll show you, Caitlin. You think you ran things in college. You're in the big leagues now. Exactly. Are we going to lock you down?
Welcome to the league. Yes.
I don't know about that. No, but not just like any other rookie, though. That's where it's different. Like, I think there's a little more zest, a little more, trying to guard Caitlin out here.
Well, I'll give her a ton of credit because she hasn't – I know there's been shots of her, complaining to officials or whatever, but she's not saying anything about it. Bless her for that.
No, exactly. It's, and that's the thing about the Caitlin Clark story. It's not about her. It's not about Kennedy Carter. It's not about the WNBA. It's the people talking about it around it that's making it into a big deal. The players haven't made it into a big deal. Caitlin Clark has it. It's the media, the fans, the outside voices that have really blown this up.
Now, this is a tough one for you, I would think, because you're a LeBron guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. 100%.
And you're obviously a Kendrick Perkins guy.
Yo, that's my guy.
So whose side are you on here? Because Kendrick Perkins on ESPN yesterday, he was talking about, LeBron last week said, I'm so mad I'm not playing with Kyrie anymore.
Yeah.
So Kendrick Perkins, here we go again. Bron weaseling his way into somebody else's moment. This is not about you. Your team is at home. This is about the Mavs and the Celtics. But yet you're so mad and disappointed that you're not Kyrie Irving's running mate anymore. Here we go again, Kendrick Perkins.
Big Perk is my guy. But, man, he's going to – the thing about Perk, he's played with all the great players. Kevin Durant, LeBron, Pearson Garnett. He will never say anything remotely negative about Pearson Garnett. But Durant, Westbrook, and for a while, he always bigged up LeBron. He wouldn't say anything bad about LeBron. I'm afraid he might wind up like Jordan and Barkley. You know what I mean? Where Jordan just said, I'm done with this dude. That might happen with LeBron. LeBron might be done with Big Perk. I don't agree with you. I'm on LeBron's side.
All right, okay, I'm Team Perk. How about you, Jay?
Of course you are.
I'm going LeBron.
Are you?
Oh! Yeah. Let LeBron say what he wants.
I know, man.
You can say what you want, but it reminded me of last year when Denver knocked the Lakers out, and the big story the next day was LeBron saying, I might retire. So it's Denver's moment, Bron making it about him. I'm with Perk.
I tell you what.
Got LeBron fatigue, Whitey?
Yeah, that's what it is. LeBron
I will miss him when
moves
he's
the
done, though, I'll
needle.
tell you that.
Yeah, he moves the needle in the NBA. Jay, we've talked about it. He puts money. ESPN, First Take, Skip Bayless. Those guys owe their careers to LeBron James. Skip made a reputation and a career out of bashing LeBron.
LeBron and the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, those two things. And so, the Lakers, LeBron, Dallas Cowboys, there are certain entities, if you will, that move the needle. And so when LeBron speaks.
I have no idea. Do you have insight as to what the issue is? I mean, the underlying issue between
what?
Obviously, Kendrick Perkins on his side and LeBron.
No, I don't think there's an underlying
when
issue.
They played or something.
No, well, they used to be adversaries, the Cleveland Celtics series, but then Perk eventually ended up with Cleveland, and so I don't think there's much real issue between them right now. I think Perk is just being Perk right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, I don't know that I've ever rooted for LeBron, but I always in stuff like this, I always say, oh, LeBron's being LeBron. But when he's done playing, I'm going to miss him terribly because you and I are old enough to know what it's like when you're watching Bird and Magic or Jordan, and then one day they're not there anymore.
Right.
And it's really sad.
Right. And the thing about it is, I think from a basketball standpoint, the league is in good hands. So many young talent. But from a narrative, a talking standpoint, media, like when LeBron leaves, that's a lot of content that's going to go with him.
And number 30 won't be far behind him.
Yeah, Steph too. You're right. It's the changing of a guard. KD, we got to get the young stars, the Tatums, the Lukas, the Foxes, those guys to be out there, and those guys will be moving the needle.
Yeah.
Like
you know who else is an all-time great in my book?
Who?
Imran Pilati.
Oh, what you just ask him? He'll tell you that too, right? He in there listening, right? He better have brought me a card or something, big fella. That's all I know.
He's gonna join us when we come back.
Show and tell time.
Show and tell time. And I'm gonna ask him to tell the J. Will story that I'm still not sure it's real.
Yeah, I gotta hear
what you guys
this.
think,
I gotta hear
if this is actually real or not. It's next with the Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
When it comes to my lifestyle and diet, I don't always make the smartest choices. Touchdown! Woo! Hey, how about another round and some more chips? But when it comes to taking care of my liver, I do make one very smart choice. Active liver tablets from New Nordic. I used to have real issues with my liver, and at my last checkup, my doc was concerned about my numbers. But since adding a once-a-day active liver tablet, my gut's better, I feel great, and my doctor's happy. I ask a lot of my liver, so the least I can do to say thanks is a daily dose of Active Liver.
You ask a lot of your liver, so give it the support it needs with Active Liver. You can find Active Liver at Amazon.com or ask for Active Liver at your local CVS. Or for a volume discount, visit NewNordicUSA.com. Go to new, NORDICUSA.com, Amazon, or ask for Active Liver at your local CVS.
At the Good Feet store, we take pain very seriously. Whether in the foot, knee, hip, or back, Good Feet makes over 300 styles, flexibilities, and sizes of pain-relieving arch supports. With 26 bones, 30 joints, and over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments in each foot, a lot can go painfully wrong. So there's a trained arch support specialist at each Good Feet store to give you a precision fit. Come in for a free fitting and test walk. No appointment necessary. Good Feet arch supports are HSA, FSA eligible.
The Good Feet store in Sacramento, Roseville, Vacaville. Online at goodfeet.com. Sacramento, get ready to rock, groove, and have a blast with the Sacktown Sports live events calendar. We've got an unbeatable lineup of shows that you won't want to miss. First up, at Thunder Valley, June 12th, experience the legendary Daryl Hall and Elvis Costello. Then on June 14th, don't miss the incredible Maren Morris. And on June 22nd, don't miss NSYNC and Backstreet stars Joey Fatone and AJ McLean bringing back the hits. Plus, on June 28th, it's country legend Lee Brice lighting up the stage, all at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. And now here's your Live Nation lineup. On August 4th, don't miss the Outlaw Music Festival at Toyota Amphitheater featuring Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp. On August 15th, catch Donny Osmond at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. Then, on August 22nd, Creed Fisher takes the stage at Ace of Spades. And on September 10th, enjoy the timeless sounds of the Doobie Brothers at Toyota Amphitheater. And stay tuned to Sacktown Sports for exclusive updates and your chance to win tickets.
My good friends, Dr. Jack Friedlander and Dr. Pash in Roseville and in San Francisco are offering not only confidence, not only security, but also the ability, if you ain't insecure, to go from the roster to the all-star team. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about UpsizeMatters.com. Time after time, vote after vote, circumference, or as we call it, girth, is consistently ranked as the most important attribute. Now, Dr. Jack and Dr. Pash can give you a free consultation. The procedure can be done on the same day as your consultation with immediate results. It's non-surgical. It's virtually pain-free, safe, effective, long-lasting, semi-permanent, and doctor-performed. For more information, go to UpsizeMatters.com. Go to UpsizeMatters.com. Make that change. Make the all-star team. Get your girth on.
KHTKAM Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, your flagship station for the Beam team.
Should we light the beam? Light the beam, baby.
Sacktown Sports.
Live and local, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday. Sacktown Sports.
Well, we're going to take you into the weekend as only Imran Pilati can from True Sports Cards. Here he is in his True Sports Card shirt and his True Sports Card hat, and he's ready to roll, and he's brought gifts today, Kyle.
Yeah, he got some gifts.
Hello,
True
Imran.
Sports Cards, socks, True Sports
I
Cards.
want to know what else. You don't need to know what else.
We'll continue the Kevin Mitchell version of things. True sports cart. Never mind.
Yeah.
Good to be here, guys.
What's up, man?
96 degrees outside. Not bad.
Really?
Yeah. It's so weird because yesterday was what, 107? Literally, that was 8 degrees.
Makes a difference.
Oh,
How you feel?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was not coming yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
but today was a good day.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
glad to
both
be here.
headed to the, not together, but we're headed to the coast.
The coast.
Tomorrow,
Yep.
where things really cool down.
Is that right? Yeah.
Where are you guys going?
I'm going to Pacifica, and he's headed to Half Moon Bay.
Half
to
Moon
tee it
Bay.
up.
Little golf action tomorrow. Let me check the forecast right now. Wearing pants out there tomorrow. I can't wait, dude. This is my kind of weather. Half Moon Bay right now is 61. Tomorrow the high is 63 there and cloudy.
You might have to bring a light sweater.
Exactly. I'm gonna bring long sleeves.
Goodness.
Yes.
Just as a side note for those of you that are watching on YouTube right now, I got to tell you, Kyle, I'm really taking to those powder blue headsets.
You like this, right?
This week I like it.
See, look at Whitey. Look
It's
at
that baby blue. It's that King's baby blue
It's the King's
retro.
baby blue, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, statement jersey, statement headphones.
Haven't had
right
any
here.
problems with them the last few days, right?
Nope,
They're-
everything's good, man.
Uh-huh.
And what are these Bose too? High quality. Right? These
Stand out.
Shout out Bose.
Yeah,
Can we
get a deal, right?
where's the deal?
Endorsement.
Kyle Draper for Bose. Thank you very much for coming by today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, you were at the shop.
Yeah, brought I forget the guy's name. Used to coach the Kings. Jerry.
Oh, yeah,
Jerry Reynolds
that
came
dude.
by. Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy couldn't be any nicer. He is so
absolutely,
sweet.
yeah.
I absolutely love Jerry Reynolds. He was great. Had awesome conversation. That guy's got a story for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And just what a Sacramento icon. What a Sacramento treasure.
Yeah, I think you told him that a few times.
I did. Remember that time you were a Sacramento treasure? remember that time?
Speaking of the Kings, and one of the things that you showed Jerry and I had never seen this. I guess it's on YouTube. I wanted to see what Drapes and Jay think of this, if this could actually happen. It's when you had Jay Will in your store, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And that was a while ago?
This was last July.
Last July.
Yeah.
Okay. And why don't you go ahead and tell the story?
All right. I was there, so I'll tell the story.
Yeah.
So we had Jason Williams come to our store, and it was the first time that he'd ever done an autograph signing in Sacramento in over 20 years. So I worked with him and his agent, and we had him come and sign autographs at the shop. And
you have a lot of the stuff now in your store.
I do.
Saw some of it today.
No, I'm buying all of it.
and hence why Jay always asks me if I have a jersey waiting for him. You know, I got 7 cousins, right? And they all like Jason. Yes, I know Jay. So Jason comes in. The contract that we had him signing a X amount of autographs, a certain amount. And he was coming, and we're going to have him meet the public, and they had bought tickets, and they were going to meet him on Saturday morning. So, you know, we had 200 people coming to get Jason Williams autographs. But the night before, he had quite a few that he still had to do. So he says, I'm going to come the night before, and I'll come and sign autographs and kind of do the back room, as we call it, the back room autographs. So he did a good 600 autographs that night, but he wanted to really chill. Jason is a very relaxed guy, likes to have fun. Make sure you have some cold Coca-Cola. He loves cold Coca-Cola in a can. So we had some of them for him, and he was telling stories, and he's talking about the elbow passing, and he's talking about his time in Sacramento. And I said, you know what? This should be a little fun. And I said, let me pick a box off of the wall that's sealed, similar to the one that's in front of you that you're going to open here shortly. Whitey.
Nice.
So it's a box of Chronicles. It's sealed. And if you ever go to our Instagram, which is True Sports Cards on Instagram, you'll see there's a video there of us opening a box. So Jason is opening a box. I said, have you ever done this before? He said, no. So he is opening his first box ever.
And he's
of
actually
cards.
giving commentary on the players, which is also cool. Like Josh Giddey, he goes,
a willing passer.
A willing passer. And he says, there's a difference between being a good passer and a willing passer. Yeah.
Future King.
Future King, Josh
When
Giddey.
did a trade happen?
We're in on Josh Giddey.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in on Josh Giddey.
All right. So we get through the packs, and there's 2 autographs guaranteed in every box. So we get the first one, and it's Jalen Duren. You know, I don't know how y'all feel about Jalen Duren, but
Well, that was not like the 3rd Jalen Duren card.
like 8th.
In the
Eighth.
box.
Eighth in the box, and none of them
All
autographed.
right.
So we go down to the very last one. I can't believe this is happening again. I'm turning my phone off. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize.
No problem.
Go ahead. Tell your story.
I had a donut before I got here. Oh, okay. So we get to the last pack. There's 1 autograph left in the box. We get to the last pack,
And he
he's
kind of gives you a look, right?
He looks at me. He shows me the card, and and he bumps me with his elbow. This is all on camera. Y'all can see it if you go to our Instagram. And I go, there's no way. There's no way. And so he goes, and he's the one handling the pack. And he goes, anybody want to give a guess? So there's maybe like 6 of us in the room. And, oh, is it Steve Nash?
And he's asking people.
He's asking. Yeah. And he goes, I pulled out Heat. And he pulled his own autograph card.
Yeah.
That is
on
crazy.
camera.
That's like mathematically impossible.
Right. How does that?
I mean, this is like literally 1 in a billion. The first box that he ever opens, it's the very last pack of the entire box, and it's his card.
So if I didn't know him and I saw that, I'd say there's no way.
Right. There's no way.
On Twitter/X, it's had over 600,000 views on this particular
Are people
box.
calling Cap like, come on, bro.
100%. I said, you think that I'm smart enough to load a box?
Load a box, right? Seal it up and all that.
It was just an incredible moment. I got chills from it. Jerry came by today. I showed Jerry Reynolds this, and he was like, and he was just leaning in real close.
He loves Jay Will.
Oh, does he? Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was an incredible moment for our store, and Jay Will has been a good friend of the stores. He loves my son, Beckett.
Oh, okay.
There's multiple pictures of him holding Beckett, and so that's a memory. And outside of Wayman Tisdale, Jason Williams is my favorite player of all time.
Really?
Yeah, Wayman Tisdale is my absolute favorite.
Okay.
Listen to this, Drapes, Jay, dear listener. So sitting there with Jerry and everyone having to mention Artis Gilmore.
Oh, yeah. And
Jerry Reynolds says, I'll tell you something about Artis Gilmore you don't know. And everyone's like, what? And Jerry says he went to now I forget the name of it. Gardner Webb or
Gardner Webb?
Junior college.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And everyone's like, I never heard that.
I thought he went to Jacksonville.
And Jerry says, well, yes, he did go to Jacksonville State, but he went there first. So everyone calls up Artis Gilmore.
Called up big Artis.
And he says, Jerry Reynolds, former Kings coach, is here, and he says you went to Gardner Webb. And you can hear Artis go, yes, he's right. I did.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And I got an award for it. He went to the JUCO Hall of Fame last night.
Oh,
Artis last night?
I didn't hear that part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was an incredible call.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know. I just name dropped again.
I know. That's what you do.
So that's what I do.
We're used to that.
Let me tell you this. Whenever I go places, I said, I know Kyle Draper. And they go, wow, that's amazing. It's double.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It doesn't go down in press.
You ain't been to Boston. Drop my name in Boston. They'll take care of you over there.
Yeah.
I was at your shop today. Not the Rockland one, but in the mall.
You went to the Galleria?
Yeah, Galleria. We were out there checking it out. And I'm not sure who you had working behind the counter there, but nice.
Was it good or bad?
No, it was a nice kid. He was all right. He was all right.
It was AJ, our manager.
That was AJ out there?
AJ.
Yeah. And I saw some boxing gloves out there. Thought about purchasing something. He had Tyson Fury boxing glove out there. Dude, you got to upgrade the boxing for old schoolers like me.
When you say old school, are you a boxing team, Jay?
Yeah.
All right, so I will tell you that I'm a massive boxing fan.
Yeah.
With the exception of probably the last 8 years, 10 years. So many belts that don't mean anything. I don't know who, IBF, WBO,
right.
HBO. It don't matter. It don't matter. I don't know any of these, and they don't mean anything. And the weight classes are so close that you just don't have your Oscar De La Hoyas or your Bernard Hopkins or your Roy Jones Jr.'s anymore. And I can't even name maybe 10 boxers that I know of.
Really?
So, when you think about the Pacquiao days and the Tarver days and
Antonio,
I loved watching boxing.
Right.
It's just kind of, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather watch wrestling.
I need to get a Father's Day gift from my dad. Really? Oh man.
You know what somebody said to me?
What?
That's fake, right?
Right.
And I go, it's scripted, but the dude is still jumping. He's still landing on the other dude. He's still athletically running around, right?
Yeah.
And then they go, well, I'm not going to watch. Well, what's your favorite show? Well, Breaking Bad.
That's what it is.
You know that's fake, right? It's not really.
Dude, you ain't you don't have a Breaking Bad collectible or anything like that, do you? That's different.
I'll give the people what they want. They want a Bryan Cranston autograph Breaking Bad something. I'll have it.
Can you give me some Joe Frazier stuff, bro? Is there any Joe
Frazier?
Frazier?
Talking about the old days of heavyweight.
I'm more of an old school boxing guy. The new stuff, maybe. I need that.
I'm boxing through and through.
Yeah,
love it.
I wish that more people liked boxing. UFC has taken that over. If you think about the gate, not only the financial gate. I mean, outside of Canelo, Triple G, who's going to draw right now?
Tank does well. Javante Tank Davis.
Oh,
yeah, he
Javante.
sells out
Javante,
left
yeah.
and right. I mean, and
Teofimo
everybody's
Lopez.
going overseas. You know, we just saw Usyk and Fury fight over in Saudi Arabia. Like Saudi Arabia is becoming a hotbed, the Vegas of the across for boxing across that way because of the money. You know, you
I'm
get a lot of
for it.
money over there.
But some of our classic guys like Roy Jones Jr. or Tyson. Tyson's a good example. There, you would never believe how inexpensive you can get a Tyson autograph for right now.
Really?
Sometimes these guys just hit the circuit and they're just signing their.
So there's so many of them. Isn't
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, Drapes, there's a boxing expo that happens the weekend of my birthday. May the 4th be with you, Cinco de Mayo, right?
Oh, I missed
because
it.
normally Spanish folks, Mexican fighters fight that weekend, you know, prior to, pre and post Floyd Mayweather taking over that weekend. But there's a huge boxing expo that happens and you can go and there's tons and tons and tons of people that are there for very affordable prices. Definitely. Yep.
I
didn't know that.
You just reminded me of something, talking about Mike Tyson signed a lot of autographs. And so supply and demand, right? Well, I know you've told us about people come in with cards, baseball cards from like 87, 88. I've got these old cards and you have to tell them they made so many, they're just not worth anything. So given that the hobby companies produced so many cards during that period, how did the card companies reel it back in and kind of save the industry, if you will, from a time when there's just too many cards, there's no demand? How did they turn that around?
No, there was demand. That was the problem. The printers kept printing to satisfy demand. Every kid, we're about the same age. Me and Drapes are about the same age. Whitey, you're probably younger than us. But
much.
Yeah, like you can't swing a dead cat without hitting a kid that said, I collected cards when I was a little kid, our age, in the late 70s, early 80s. Every kid was collecting. Boys, a lot of girls as well, but everybody collected cards. It was the thing to do. So in order to satisfy that, they had to just crank up the print runs. So nobody felt that it was not valuable at the time. They just had the cards, right? And the set that really kind of set it off for me was 1987 Topps wood border, and the hot players back then were Mike Greenwell and Bo Jackson.
He collected that with his
Oh,
dad.
oh yeah,
really?
that was
That's
my my go-to. And you had Eric Davis and Barry Larkin and Cal Daniels. I'm just naming some Reds as an example. Mark McGuire. So we all collected during that time, and we thought, well, the 70s, 60s, and 50s were worth a lot even back then. These will be worth a lot 30 years from now.
Right. I sure did. Yeah.
And we drug them from house to house to house as we moved around with our families. We kept them in the closet, and then you unearth them because you were trying to clean out your garage, and then you call my store at 916-259-1993. Shout out True Sports Cards. And you say, hey, I got these cards. And I go, how old are you? And they go, I'm 44 or whatever the age is. And I go, I already know what you got. Yeah. Unless, you've been buying currently. So they go, well, is anything worth anything? I said, come on in. We'll take a look. And come to find out, for the most part, they're just mass produced.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that you're not going to retire from it.
Right. But they don't do that as much anymore, do they? Or
a lot of numbered cards now.
Introduced a lot of variations.
Smart buyers of baseball, football, or basketball cards today avoid places. Two places I would avoid are like Target or Walmart.
That's Whitey's spot. He hangs out there around the clock.
He's open.
Yeah.
Right. And looking, hey, with you disguise your voice, I'm sure, when you call.
No, I would never do that.
Do you guys have the cards back in? Have you restocked? Is that you?
Is that how you are? You calling them up? When the shipment coming in?
But those retail products, they just crank similar to the way that they did in the 80s and early 90s. Nowadays, they have hobby boxes, and a lot of these hobby boxes have numbered cards that are no more than 25, no more than 100, sometimes even one of one in the world. So when you look at these cards, you're sitting there going, if you want any kind of value, you got to have something that's more of a limited edition.
That's what
I brought for you.
What do you got there?
Yeah.
So describe to people as if you're the play-by-play of what you're looking at there.
What I have here is a small box of, it says 2023-24 Obsidian. From Panini. They make basketball cards. They have the NBA license currently, not for long. Steph Curry's on the front. So in this box, which is quite pricey,
That's on the upper low end price point. So those boxes we have on our shelf at $345.
On the back here, it tells you what you get. There's the odds. Is that legal? Do they have to put the odds on there? Or?
They don't have to. What they do have to do is put a disclaimer of what's a potential on average. So if you look at the front, how many total cards in that box for
total cards? 7.
7 cards for $350 or whatever. Wow,
7.
That's $50 a shot.
Yeah,
but 2 of them are autographs. You don't know who they're autographed by, and one's a memorabilia card per box on average.
I will tell you who you won't get in there. Victor Wembanyama.
Oh yeah,
he's not in that product. He's in the product, but not with autographs.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get a Scoot Henderson autograph in there. You can't get a Brandon Miller autograph in there. The very best autograph you can get in there is one of the Thompson twins, and maybe Keontae George. Like you're limited. So what they do is they're really jam pack that with low numbered Wembanyama cards. You can get a $1,000 Wembanyama card in there pretty easily.
Wow,
like
pretty easily.
When I say like maybe 1 in 10 boxes,
about to pull it,
bro.
1 in 10 boxes, and you are going to open that.
Yeah, we're gonna open it.
And
maybe a couple Wembies.
Yeah, let me go to the car and go get some more. No, what else?
I know, right?
that's my gift to you. You were hesitant about receiving it.
Oh well, that's very nice.
But I said
I think we call that payola.
You owe me.
You know, Whitey's a by the rules guy. So if you have any problems, Whitey, don't feel good taking that.
Remember that time?
Well, let's see how that goes. We'll go a little bit longer.
Yeah, no, we go here. Yeah. Question while you get ready to perk your hands to peel back that saran wrap there.
Yeah.
Emma, something I want to ask you and I didn't get to last week, and I'm glad you guys are talking about, the masses of cards. Why if autographs, memorabilia, one-of-ones, number cards, all these different pieces, all these different, things and refractors and stuff like that is what people care about. Then why do you believe card companies create these other cards? Like, what's the whole point of creating a card that doesn't make sense or no one wants to collect or it's not worth money?
They will buy anything new. Consumers will buy anything new. Did you know it? I study a lot in businesses. Did you know that there's metals that cars can be made out of that will last for 25 years easily? I mean, we send
You doing this now? Moon. Should we do it now, Jay, or when we come back?
When we come back.
Yeah,
let me finish that quick thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
So what I'm saying
is, wash my hands too.
There's.
I know, right? Seriously.
Why are you wearing surgical gloves?
I know, right?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that there's always the ability to have something that lasts a long time. You guys were talking as I was driving in here about jerseys.
Yeah.
And the fact that if you buy a Malik jersey and he ends up going somewhere else, you can trade it in. There's a reason why there's a city version of a jersey. There's a reason why there's the black version, the Kings anniversary gold jersey.
Jersey.
Because once you buy one jersey, you're not going to buy another one unless there's another thing coming behind it. So you have to have versions of things. And the reason why I brought up the metal in a car is because they can make a car that can last for 50 years. They can with the technology right now. But why don't they? Because they got to sell something to you in 3 to 5 years anyways. Same thing with cards. They'll give you something sexy to buy and open, and that's going to be neat for you today.
Mm-hmm.
But in 3 months from now, you'll be like, well, what's the next thing? Or even 3 days from now, what's the next thing? So they're constantly releasing new product with new innovation, new ideas, new concepts.
But I guess my question to you is and I've seen enough guys pull cards now, and I'm hoping it doesn't help it to my guy over there, White.
Yeah.
Let's just say everyone's trying to pull Wembanyama. Like you just named 5 guys, the Thompson twins, who else?
Scoot.
No Scoot. Like that's what everybody's gunning for. They're looking for those 7 or 8 guys. The rookies. The rest of the cards in that box mean nothing.
There's some value.
But what's the value? That's what I'm asking. Because when I talk to people like you, when I talk to people out the shop, man, these guys are pulling out, boxes upon boxes. And I'm like, that's a cool card. I like a Josh Giddey. They're like, nah, that means nothing. It means nothing to them. Why?
Josh Giddey 2021 would mean something.
Yeah, but
because that's his rookie,
not the
right?
Josh Giddey. Is it a Josh Giddey base? Is it a Josh Giddey variant? If it's a variant, how rare is the variant? Is it a numbered variant? So,
and it wasn't always like that.
But again, Whitey, understand where I'm coming from. Then why make the other cards in between that no one cares about? Like, no one cares about, no disrespect to, Kobe Jones, regular base card that's not a rookie that he came from 5 years ago. And that doesn't make sense. But I'm just saying, it's a regular card. Why create that? Why are we wasting trees? Like, why people even pull it?
If we don't create regular cards, it's going to be 3 cards instead of 7 in that box.
Yeah.
We got to fill the other 4. No, I'm
they're
halfway kidding.
Basically.
For the most part.
Basically.
And not only that, but it doesn't happen as much as when we were younger, but people love collecting sets. If I was to, I think the older generation loves collecting sets. The newer generation, the kids will open the box and go, literally 1 second in their hand, how much is this worth? It's kind of tainted.
Yeah,
but I think part of it is that we've tainted it as the Gen Xers that are raising our kids. We're look at how much it's worth. Look how much I can flip it for. Look how much it goes for. And we are not allowing our kid generation to enjoy this. And that's the big difference. And I think that we have a responsibility as a 46-year-old man, myself with a 2-year-old kid, that I raised Beckett into respecting and enjoying the whole collecting aspect of it instead of worrying about how much it is. I had a kid beating me over the head today. He had been 8 years old about pricing on these cards. I mean, he was like, this goes for $200. I saw the last one. I know that you had 4 other sales that sold for $200, but there's this one that sold for $130. Would you take $120 for a $200 card? An 8-year-old kid. First of all, how do you have $120?
Damn.
And 2, why are you beating me up for? What makes you, how much you think I bought that card for? Right?
Well, now you got to tell us what you sold it to him for.
I said, it's time for you to go. When does school get back in? Because I'm about to school you of how not to do e-commerce.
I just saw my buddy Mark Kreidler wrote something about how the National Toy Hall of Fame just inducted baseball cards. But these particular cards that you bought, these are not for kids, right? Kids aren't going out and buying.
You wouldn't believe who has bought cards. It's amazing to me. Some of these little kids with these Zion cases, that's a brand of cases that will hold cards. They'll be walking around. They have, little maybe 10 or 15 cards in there. I've seen them open them up and I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, the kid's got like $25,000 worth of cards in that thing. And I'm like,
damn.
How old are you? 7. It's like, dude, you have like a car's worth of value in your box. Yeah, I've been collecting for 2 years. 2 years?
Damn.
And we've got these, 40-something, 50-something year olds with a pallet full of cards that they collected as a kid. And it's about 1/18 the price of what's in this little box that this kid has. So it's just amazing how things have changed.
Yeah. All right. We'll see what we
All right, I can't wait.
Here.
Yeah, let's see what we get.
Some Obsidian looking for autographs, and we're looking for a Wemby, right?
We are looking. Well, it's the same thing that you're looking for when you go to Target and Walmart. It's just you have a better chance today.
When we come right back with Erin Prelati, Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Hi, I'm Kamiko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Our Chase Inc. card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
With the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more with yours. Real business owners compensated for their participation. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
How you doing? Whitey here. I want to remind you that not all gas grills are created equal. I had a wonderful dinner last weekend using the exciting and amazing Napoleon Prestige and Prestige Pro line of outdoor cookers with features that other grills cannot match. They're built different, built better. They're built to last. They're made with premium stainless steel that boasts quality and a lifetime warranty. So bring out all the delicious flavors in your grilled meals with the amazing Napoleon Prestige and Prestige Pro line of outdoor cookers. Napoleon grills and accessories now available at your nearby Amy's, Ace Hardware in Sacramento, and now El Dorado.
Hello, I'm Frank Cochran with Retirement Security Centers with the weekly economic update. CEO pay is now nearly 200 times that of an employee, but is there more to this number? The thought is that CEOs should include their employees in their financial success, or those employees may look for better opportunities. CEO pay is tied to stock market performance, with 70% of total compensation tied to stock awards. As the stock markets increase, so is CEO pay. Are stock options or awards for employees a way to bridge that gap? Many employees do own stock in their own company, so maybe the disparity isn't quite as dire as it seems. Approximately 6,500 companies provide for employee ownership through employee stock ownership plans, or ESOPs, covering approximately 14 million employees. When the employee retires, the shares are sold back to the plan and the employees are paid out. These plans can also be used as a way for business owners to divest themselves of their own ownership in a business to retire. By investing in and owning a company, employees can benefit the same as CEOs do, reducing the pay gap and helping cover retirement expenses. How might this affect you or your family? Please go to frankontheradio.com to schedule an appointment, watch videos, and receive market updates. I'm ready to help you start your journey so you can define your future.
Frank Cockrell is a registered representative of Mosaic FA, a broker-dealer member SIPC, and registered investment advisor. Retirement Security Centers is not an affiliate of Mosaic FA.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 tacos. And now for a limited time, get our best deal of the year. Buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage as Big Wireless, now with 2 months free. Proof the best things in life really do come in twos. Visit consumercellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM. Second and third month of monthly base service fee waived for new customers with the purchase of a phone and activation by July 31st, 2024. Taxes, fees, and third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6580. That's 800-583-6580.
At Ashton & Price, we get injury victims to yes. Experience, yes. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years. No more insurance companies? Yes. Our clients focus on getting better, and we handle all the rest. Results? Yes. We've collected over $100 million for injury victims. No fee until we win? Yes. Our clients pay nothing until we win. Ashton & Price, the best at getting to yes. Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
This segment is brought to you by Kia of Vacaville. Check them out at kiavacaville.com.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
The Drive Guys, live and local, every afternoon, Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
We're back. Ibram Pilati is here. I don't need to tell you we're back. That's the dumbest thing people say.
Hey, we're back.
Welcome back. We're
Hey.
back. We're back. Duh. Who's going to win the NBA Finals before we go any further?
What year?
These NBA Finals.
right now.
See,
present
those
day.
guys are both, and I know it's only one game, so I'm not, you know.
I'm still Mavs in
They're-
6.
Are you?
Yeah, I still am. I think Kyrie played, what was he, 6 for 19 or something
6
like
for
that.
19.
6 for 19, scoring 12 points. That's a rough go. That's not going to happen again. Porzingis went crazy. That's not going to happen again. I think it's going to kind of flatten out. I just don't. I think Boston this entire year kind of played to their competition. Sorry. And are you a Boston Celtics general fan? In general,
no,
Philly?
No, Philly. I grew up a Lakers fan. I was telling them, I hated the Celtics growing up.
Got you.
Hated
How do you
Larry
feel about
Bird.
it now? How do you feel about that?
I don't want them to win.
Okay,
I'm a hater, bro. Like they didn't win when I was there. Now that I leave, all of a sudden you want to try to win? Nah, I don't want to.
You're the DeMar DeRozan of
yeah. DeMar leaves Toronto, and now they're
The
going to
very
win.
next year.
Screw that, man. No.
Hey, what do you think being involved in memorabilia and merchandise? The Kings this weekend, 20% off Malik Monk jerseys.
What
does that mean?
Tell the whole story though.
Well,
last week it was Sabonis 20% off.
Okay.
This week it's Malik Monk 20%.
Next week,
off.
presumably,
It might be
whomever.
Fox or Trey Lyle, whoever.
Sometimes who's the discount from?
No, it's the Kings team store.
Oh, Kings team store.
Yeah.
Funded by Fanatics. So, right, because they're powered by Fanatics.
Mm-hmm.
So, they probably just look at the surplus and say, we got a lot of these. Probably should get rid of some.
Sure.
Are you suggesting? Are you kind of forecasting
he is
the future?
suggesting. He is that. Yeah, he's saying that.
But
Could be.
I don't know. I might be
How would
putting
you
Malik
know?
Monk. I'd be putting Malik Monk jerseys on sale too in a month and a half. When does free agency start? First
July
week of July?
1st.
Yeah, and we usually know stuff before the actual signing, right? They verbally commit.
Not on everybody, but on
There's
a lot
only
of
been
guys.
one person that I can remember in recent memory that agreed verbally and then backed out, and it was Carlos Boozer. Remember that? Boozer. He did an agreement with, I believe it was
Cleveland, I think.
and then he backed out and then signed with, I think it was Utah.
Utah, maybe, yeah.
Well, there's also, remember, DeAndre Jordan had that whole thing too.
Where they locked him in the
where Cuban
in the
was
house.
driving door to door looking for him.
Yeah.
And he was hiding.
Staying with the Clippers.
Yes,
is
they
that what
had
he
the
did?
Clippers,
Yeah.
Blake
right,
and CP3 and all them had him
Lob
pulled
City.
up in the house. Yeah.
I think the Boozer thing, as I remembered, it was some sort of contractual thing where, hey, you guys let me out of my deal, and don't
I'll
worry
come
about
back and
it.
sign
I'll come
back.
back, and and they're like, okay,
And he didn't do it.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah.
It was either Utah to Cleveland or Cleveland to Utah.
Yeah,
I think it was Cleveland to Utah.
That's hilarious.
I think.
Oh man, I can think of a few Kings that I wish that they would do that.
Hey,
come on.
All right, what do we? What do you want to answer that?
We got the
question?
question. Yeah.
Oh, so there's a question in the YouTube chat. 10's asking, are sports cards a thing overseas? And Whitey's about to open basketball, and I'll tell you easily 10-1. Basketball is a global sport. It's one of those that, Kyle, you're so lucky to be able to call NBA games, to be able to be involved in NBA. It is a 12-month-a-year sport. There's something going on at all times. And in 2002, when Yao came on board, that's really when it was just crazy. Kobe was a massive, massive hit in China. And when you think of the population of China being 1 billion plus, you think about some of the other, really, really dense countries, their game is either soccer or basketball. And for the most part, it's kind of, it's basketball. Football, not really. It's almost like, do we follow rugby or Australia Eagles football? The answer is no, because it tends to be in the United States, although the Bradys and people like that are well known. And then baseball a little bit because of some of the Otanis and the Yamamotos and the Ichiros that come over, and the Korean Baseball League, which is has a lot of former major league players play there. So I would say that there are some interest, but easily 10-1 basketball.
This is only 7 cards in here, and this feels like
Whitey's been
more.
itching to open that, dude.
Feels like more than
he's
7,
like
I
a
don't
crack
know.
fiend over there. You
Yeah,
know what I
see
mean? Got a hit. He's like, ooh, all right, he's opening it up, huh?
All right. Well, what are we really hoping we get out of this?
What, a Wemby, you say?
Card 1.
Whoa.
How is that 7? That looks more than 7 cards.
You are not opening this correctly. This is not a blaster box, okay?
Okay.
Put the cards down here on the table.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hide these from, okay, now lift that first card up. Now I'm going to hide these so that way you don't see what the next card is.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. So tell them what you
Card
win.
1. Numbered hotspot 71 of 75.
Who's the player?
Damian Lillard, Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay.
There's 75 in the world. You
Yeah.
have number 71 of 75.
And
All
it's
right.
some kind of orange prism.
Yeah.
type thing.
What is that?
It's an orange colored.
These are thick. These
Why does
cards
that
are
look like
thick
more than 7 cards to me?
Because they're thick, I think.
Go ahead and take the next one.
Yeah.
Be careful. These are like,
I know. I washed my hands and everything.
is that what you did?
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Hang on to that,
This
Kyle.
is also numbered.
What you got?
This is number 19 of 25.
Dang.
This is I don't know. Is that a black obsidian? I don't know the variants here. It's a beautiful black and lime green. Evan Mobley, everybody.
Okay.
Evan Mobley.
All right.
Real life success on the court doesn't always equal real life collectability or interest.
Really?
Evan Mobley is incredible of a player, right?
Yeah, he doesn't move the needle in the card.
Not
world.
in the card game. He's one of those guys. I think personality comes into play.
Yeah.
Whether you like him or not, people love Draymond or hate Draymond,
You want to see that?
but people talk about Draymond.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. So you got the Evan Mobley.
So far that we're losing money on this.
So far you haven't lost anything. It's just me.
I know, right?
Just me.
You got yours for free.
Okay.
They're so. Is that,
There you go. Ooh.
Oh, that's a thick one. That's a thickie.
That's
Okay,
a
this
purple.
is
It's
the
called a purple
problem.
flood.
The good news is this is an auto. More good news is it's a rookie.
Ooh, but who it is the bad news.
And it's numbered 20 of 49. Noah Clowney, everybody. Noah Clowney.
What's that? Price is Right.
Yeah.
So
Jay got it.
Oh, it's autographed and a jersey, huh?
that is. So
Yeah.
there's a piece of jersey in there. It's 3 colors. Noah Clowney. This is an obsidian purple flood, number 20 of 49. There's also a thing about having cards that are serial numbered to the jersey of the player.
Oh, yeah.
So Noah Clowney, you could see his jersey number on there. What number is he?
21, I think.
And then it's numbered 20 of 49. Darn it. We missed it by 1. There's sometimes a premium if you get the jersey number match.
You know, and you always kid me, but it's true. I get blasters. This card has so much going on. I didn't even recognize it all. It's a purple and it's got the jersey, it's got the mem, and it's got the autograph, and it's a rookie. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I see that.
And it's scratch and sniff. Give that a sniff. See if it's
Scratch and sniff.
Take your word for it on that. Yeah. Next up, it's another auto.
Ooh.
Yeah, and this one is numbered. Pardon me, 73 of 75.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks to be an orange variant of some kind. And it's Norman Powell, everybody.
Man. Give me 2 of those sets.
Whammy.
Yeah, Norman Powell.
Dang.
Yeah, and
Part
those
of the
are
bench
two autos,
squad.
right? Those are the 2
That's
autos.
the 2 autos.
So far, yeah.
This is brutal.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is brutal.
Okay, get that one.
This looks like a mem card.
I mean, these are pretty cards, though. They are pretty cards.
They're
This
filler.
card. Are all the cards in this numbered?
Yes.
Okay, number 89 of 249. Cutting Edge. This is a really nice card, mem card. Donovan Mitchell.
Okay, Donovan
That's
Mitchell.
all right. That's all right.
There you go.
He hit on that. Okay.
Again, I apologize. I'm not familiar with the variants like you are. I don't know what.
I don't know what they are either.
Okay.
I just
well, you
kind
knew
of
the purple flood.
Well, I do know it's purple and it flooded the entire front.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Cutting Edge, Donovan Mitchell. This has a piece of the jersey
Oh, is that
in there. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
249.
Yeah, and that's
That's a Cavaliers jersey. Who
Yeah.
knows how long he'll have that going on?
I think
Okay.
there's only
And
what,
then
a
you have
couple
2
left?
more.
2 more. Uh-oh. Need that Wemby.
This is I thought it was a rookie, but these are this year's, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, so very close.
That's the second year.
But a very nice second year.
Chet.
Chet Holmgren.
Chet Holmgren. Okay. All right.
And this
That's
is
just a base
that numbered?
kind of thing, or is it numbered?
this
That
one
might
is
not be numbered.
This one is not numbered.
Dang.
Very nice card.
Give him the whammy. That's the whammy, right? Dang.
I have much more luck
Look at
with
Emory.
my blasters.
Emery, you can't be looking. You
Well,
can't be
I'm
peeking.
just
Let me see that
making
check,
sure it's not a
Whitey.
Jonte Porter.
Let me see that check.
Oh,
Uh, this is a guy that we saw in the Kings' last regular season game.
Oh.
It's a rookie card for Ryan Rupert. Ryan Rupert.
Repair?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan Rupert.
Dang,
Is it a rookie?
Yes, it is a rookie card.
and angry.
Frustrated and angry.
So that's what could happen.
So for those of you that are, we close the store in about an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, you trying to send people
Rush to the store because the bad box has already been taken off the shelf.
Yeah.
That was the most painful box I've ever.
Dude.
Is there any way to edit out the last 15 minutes of you opening that?
That's tough.
Is it too
man.
late?
That's
Hey, they're pretty cards.
They are good looking cards.
Yeah, pretty expensive. Thanks, Panini. Thanks, Panini. And this is part of the frustration that people face. You know, it's one thing to go to Target, buy a $40 blaster and miss. It's another thing in a whole different world.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can't buy boxes for $350 and pull a $1,000 Wembanyama out of every box because that just wouldn't financially work.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to have duds every once in a while.
How do you even put that box together?
That's
like the folks
like,
what's the meaning? Why did they even put that box together?
And this is where I tell people, you got to know who your suppliers are. So Fanatics is going to be taking over in roughly 2 years, and they are promising no redemption cards in there. So that way the autographs are physically in there. You don't have to worry about redemption. We talked about that before.
Yeah.
And then 2, they want to make sure that they kind of stack the deck to be a little bit more equal. If you got $250 worth of value out of that box and you spend $350, okay.
Right.
Had a good time.
And you could talk yourself into, I broke even.
But when you have Norman Powell and Noah Clowney and Chet Holmgren not numbered, I mean, we're looking at probably $40.
$40.
Thumbs down.
Dang. That's tough.
All right.
Man.
We'll come back and we'll wrap things up with them, and then we got the Whitey's Wayback Machine coming up too, and we'll see if we can't find the silver lining to our card opening with the Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Trying to find out where to catch your favorite team's games?
Are you a fan of the Kings, Niners, and the NFL? Well, Sacktown Sports has you covered.
San Francisco! It's all on his shoulders. Cox rocks. He fires for the win. He's got the triple.
Catch all your Kings, Niners, and NFL games all year long on Sacktown Sports and SacktownSports.com.
If you're in the market for a new or used car right now, or if you just want to go see like what new technology's in the new cars nowadays, stop by and see my friends at Elk Grove Kia and the Elk Grove Auto Mall before you go anywhere else. As soon as you step onto the lot, you're going to feel like family. You're going to know why they have so many 5-star reviews at Elk Grove Kia and why they're the #1 Sacramento Kia dealer. Like, I love this 5-star review right here. Quote, "I could not be happier. My husband surprised me with my new Telluride. I love it. The staff is friendly, kind, and conscious. Took their time to find the perfect car. Thank you guys for the hard work. Great job. I love my new Telly." There you go. That's just another satisfied customer at Elk Grove Kia. So in addition to all the 5-star reviews, the finance team at Elk Grove Kia has over 100 years combined experience. You know what that means? Financing for everyone. And we know going to the car dealership can be overwhelming, but come experience Elk Grove Kia. They go above and beyond to make sure this is an automotive adventure for you. Check out what's on special and what's on the lot today at elkgrovekia.com, or better yet, come see everything in person at Elk Grove Kia in the Elk Grove Auto Mall.
Power Business Technology is proud to be 100% independent, locally owned, and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a 2022 Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at PowerCopiers.com.
We all have some things from the past that we might regret, or better yet, might like to get rid of. I'm talking about that mistake you made years ago that still may be haunting you. How great would it be if that could be expunged and gone? Poof, just like that. But where do you go for something like that? Try the Gonzalez Law Offices. Jonathan Gonzalez is right here in downtown Sacramento, and he's here for you. Maybe you need someone for wrongful termination. Again, the Gonzalez Law Offices. Go to saclegaldefense.com or call them at 916-304-9187.
Carmichael Dave here, reminding you this Father's Day, you can make your backyard the ultimate retreat with Amy's Outdoor Living, your grilling headquarters. See the new Red Hot barbecue brands Napoleon and Rectech. Napoleon grills, perfect gas, perfect infrared grilling, built to last. And those Rectech pellet grills, they're built like a tank and offer the #1 rated grilling app. Now, Amy also features Weber, Big Green Egg, and Traeger gas and pellet grills like I have, and the Gosney professional pizza ovens. Guys, I threw my old pizza oven out. I got the Gosney in my backyard. It is so awesome to do pizza at home with the family. Free setup and delivery on $3.99 and over purchases. Save 40% off selected in-stock patio furniture and umbrellas. Visit their clearance center in the Sacramento store for scratch and dent savings. Amy's Outdoor Living, El Camino Casino near Watt and inside Amy Ace Hardware in the El Dorado Town Center.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Xfinity Mobile. Connect to the most reliable 5G network nationwide. Well, his arrival on the big league club was delayed because of a knee injury and surgery, but it was certainly worth the wait for Miguel Andujar. In his first 7 games with the A's, he batted .448 and has 12 RBIs during that time, the most for an A's player since 2007. In his 13 hits, the 6th most in A's history for a player in his first 7 games.
Want more speed? Well, Xfinity just increased their internet speeds, and they're faster than ever. It's time to get more out of your internet with faster speeds from Xfinity. Now through June 21st, get 150 megabit Xfinity internet for only $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. That's double the speed for the same great price. Click, call, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and other charges extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
Maida Chevy saves you $12,000 off MSRP on every new half-ton Silverado LT Turbo Max. In stock after rebates. Always 5 to choose from.
Exclusive. All in-stock pricing at MaidaChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
TBO for details. N7124.
The Drive Guys, live and local, every afternoon, Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
It's finally summer. We're celebrating dads everywhere with the delicious gift of Buckhorn's Barbecue and Grill. Treat your dad to the finest tri-tip, pulled pork, or smoked ribs this Father's Day with Buckhorn's. Hit up the Folsom Lake Honda hotline right now, looking for lucky caller number. What do you think, Imran?
I was going to say 7 for the amount of cards, or
7 works.
We could do 7 or 325, which is how much dollars I lost on the last box.
Probably 7. Caller 7 right now to score this $25 gift certificate to Buckhorn's Barbecue and Grill. Lock in an automatic entry for this week's grand prize drawing of the $100 gift card to Buckhorn's Barbecue and Grill. For more information, visit sackdownsports.com. Good luck with that. That's going to take Jay a moment to get that winner.
We're good to go. We're good to go.
Oh, good to go.
Oh, we good to go. Yeah.
All right. So Imran, I want to invite you to play a Whitey's Wayback Machine quiz for June 7th.
Oh, yeah.
We played this before.
Yeah.
Come on, I ain't ready for this.
You could play by yourself if you want it, or you can join forces, but you have to pick whether you want to be on Jay's team or Kyle Draper's team.
Jay.
What's that?
Jay, very quickly.
Because they know, I'm like,
Champ is here.
I
ain't talking Chris
no, go for it.
So Kyle's by himself against Jay and I together?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm like the Ken Jennings of this. Jeopardy champ. Remember that guy, the Jeopardy
Yes,
champ?
I do.
That's me.
Okay.
I'll take on all comers.
But you taking losses. The kid wasn't taking losses.
I tied you 2 days ago. It was. I think you're up 2-1. I'm 1-2-1.
Everything that we have here is happened on the date of June 7th. We just have the years. So Jay, you won yesterday, right?
What do you mean?
On a technicality, he gave you all the easy ones.
So I'll give you the years, and then you can pass or play. You pick the year.
I'm always playing.
1977, 1989, 1995, 1997, 1998, 2007.
Let's go 1997.
All right.
I'll clean up.
Yeah. And I'm not going to – you guys can talk it over.
Are all the questions based on 1997?
No, they're all based on June 7th.
Okay.
It's just which year. So on this date, June 7th, 1997, with a sweep of the Flyers, what NHL franchise won their 8th Stanley Cup and their first since 1955? June 7th, 1997.
I think I know this. I'm going to go. Em, are you 100% sure?
I mean, this is hockey, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I'll just go,
Okay.
like that.
I'm going to say the New York Rangers.
I was going to actually say that with Messier.
Correct.
Oh.
Over to Kyle Draper, a chance to steal.
They beat you said the Flyers, huh?
Yeah.
Dang, I mean, it's West Coast. Oh, I know it.
You know
it.
He know it. Let me go with the.
Wasn't thinking.
West Coast.
I didn't say West Coast.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the
sweep of the Flyers? What NHL franchise won their 8th Stanley Cup
too.
and their first since 1955?
My boy Eric Lindros was on that Flyers team back then. Since 1955?
It was their first since 55.
So it had to be, I would say, an original 6 member, if you will. So you got Chicago, you got Rangers, you got Boston.
We do need an answer. I'm sorry.
Let me go with Detroit Red Wings.
That is correct.
Hey, Chris Hall and company.
Who was that?
Dang.
Who was on the Red Wings?
Detroit. That's Chris Hall and company, right?
With Stevie Yzerman.
Right?
Chris Hall and all that stuff, man.
With Steve Yzerman.
You got the point, and it's your turn. 77, 89, 95, 98, or 07?
98.
1998. We'll go first 1 to 3 is going to win.
All right.
This is a bubble championship.
Win by 2. Win by 2.
Game 3 of the NBA Finals this date, 1998. Bulls beat Utah in the most one-sided game in NBA history by how many points?
55.
I was going to say closest gets the point. 55. Imran, and what do you say?
Go ahead, Im. I'll let you do it.
You said the most in NBA history?
Yeah. So we're guessing the margin.
The biggest
of the
lot. Yeah, Victor.
He said 55.
Ooh, I don't think it can't be that big. 47.
42. Point.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Point Imran and Jack.
That's weak, though.
Yeah.
Why is that weak?
Because getting second, because I guessed so high, it had to be lower.
You ain't never seen
Price is Right.
All you
That's
had
right.
to do was say 54, and
$1.
you would have got it easy.
But if you got it right, he wouldn't have been able to guess. You would have been frozen out. That's
all
why
he had to do is be closer to me. He should have went first.
I was
on
thrown
that.
off by his shirt.
That's cheap. That's
yeah.
cheap.
All
There
right.
we go. All right.
Jay,
let's do it.
What year? 77, 89, 95.
Well, you pick it.
07.
My graduating high school year, 95.
95.
Youngin.
Houston beat Orlando in game 1 of the NBA Finals, 120 to 118. This date, 95. 2 teams combined for a then finals record number of 3-point attempts, most in a game to that point. How many 3-point attempts?
Such a different.
Again, same
such
deal,
a different game.
closest wins.
Did you have Mario Elie on today?
We
We did.
He was part of that group.
He was.
Jay, I'm putting it on you.
Okay.
I trust you.
I'm gonna go 32.
32?
That was combined between both teams?
Yes.
31.
This guy.
It's 34.
62.
Oh,
They put up that many threes back then? They
No
put up
way.
that many threes?
Yeah.
No way.
No way. I don't
30.
believe that.
Yeah.
Really?
JJ
Check that
and
box
Imran
score.
have 2.
All right.
AD with 1.
What we got?
77, 89, and 07.
Don't-
07.
Do we choose?
No,
Yeah.
it's my
07.
turn. It's
No,
my
no,
turn.
no, we just got
it.
Winner takes the ball.
winner takes the
07,
point. All right.
07, 07.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Does
Dude,
winner-
I'm throwing a
Katie's turn.
flag
Oh,
on
okay,
this.
gotcha.
Yeah, it is
I'm
your turn.
protesting.
It is your turn.
We got it. All right.
Go.
07.
07. He became this date, 07, 10th manager in history to win 2,000 games.
Oh.
2000. I mean, what year was this?
2007.
You know who it is.
manager.
Jay
Wait.
wants you to think he knows it.
No, he doesn't know that.
He
I'm
knows
going to
it.
say Jim Leland.
Not correct for the win.
Tony La Russa.
No.
Oh!
Joe Torre.
Joe Torre. All right, man. We got to go. We got right.
That's the game. JJ and
That's
Imran
sweet.
win.
That's sweet. No, you said first 1 to 3.
We got the
We got to
bubble.
continue
We
next
got
time.
the bubble championship
First
yet
1 to
again.
3.
Stick around, A's baseball, A's and Blue Jays next on Sacktown Sports. Thank you, Imran.
You're welcome.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive.